Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live on a wonderful Wednesday night. So you know what that means. It's New Year's Smash. It's AEW Dynamite. It's the semifinals of the Continental Classic. We got so much to talk about, so much to get into. And yes, the Wrestling for Life Network may have rumbled a little feathers with some AEW talk already. So we will get into all of that here tonight. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, get in there, strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good, and let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is Wednesday, so it's AEW Dynamite on tap tonight. A very good-looking card, a very busy night. The go-home show for World's End, which will be our last live stream of 2023. We're looking forward to getting into it. I already see this chat loading up and ready to go, so get in there. Don't be shy. Say hello. We're going to talk all about everything that's on your wrestling mind tonight. It's going to be a fun one, folks. And I will remind you, I am Mr. Every Night KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. And that is my buddy Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its YouTube tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight KJ White. I am Big Nick. And yes, someone call Simon Pegg because we're getting pretty close here to World's End here.
Yeah. Get on your spaceships and head to Mars. Sorry? Get on your spaceships and head to Mars.
Right. Well, 100% stack show tonight. It's the end of the world as we know it. But yeah, we've only got 7 matches announced for World's End, so I'm sure we'll probably get about 7 matches added tonight. Maybe 5, and then 2 on Collision.
There's definitely 2 or 3 rumored. I will admit, going through kind of the card tonight or today to set up for Saturday. Again, as far as being a world beater kind of pay-per-view, end the year on a crazy high note, it's a little bit thin, and we'll see what gets added because there is rumors of at least 3 more matches, but I'm really hoping that tonight delivers, that the show is good. We have a lot of things to answer. Who's going to be in the finals of the Continental Classic? That will be added to World's End. Not to mention, of course, we got MJF and Joe maybe actually taking on the Devil's Henchman.
I say no.
You say no. You say they're gonna shoot it again.
Run it back.
Run it back. All right.
They've done nothing but rehash and just try and, I think, tread water with this whole storyline.
It'll be very interesting. I mean, again, you've already done like the teaser. We're gonna do this match. Oh no, we're not. So I mean, does this time Joe gets jumped and he can't wrestle? Instead of last time it being MJF got jumped.
Arguably probably where they'll go.
You think so?
It's not a terrible shout. It's the path of least resistance of how can we get out of this again without giving really anything away, but still hinting at things.
Yeah, very interesting.
That'll be their way to hint that it was Joe as the devil all along.
Oh, could be, or maybe it will just strengthen the theory that it's MJF. Because now Joe's being jumped. We already accused that very picturesque, scene of our buddy MJF laid out with the belt nicely placed and the bottle broken around him. So, I mean, the accusations are flying.
Every other time it was caught on video when it happened to MJF, there was no one to be found.
Dun, dun, dun. Let's quickly say hello to the chat as Damien's in the house again tonight. Always looking forward to some stuff. We got C Money's with us. Robert, how have you been? It's been a hot minute, buddy. Welcome. Damien again. Eric Tate's with us. Alexis, Richard, Larry Max with us. MYS. Welcome. C Money's back at it again, causing trouble. Kawan Webster. Final AEW before New Year. Yes, this is the last Dynamite. It is the go-home show for World's End, which will be our last live stream of the year as we wait till day 1 and return. So we will take a day off on Sunday for that. And
like
bringing the
Jesus, we will rise again.
new.
But 100%, I think what arguably could end up stealing the show is whatever combination of a final we get out of the men up on the screen here, as Danielson's covered up by the comment there. But between Danielson and Eddie and the triple threat that we have, I think that's arguably the match that story be damned, because there is no story going into this pay-per-view, respectfully. That match will be whichever combination of these guys you make up will be the match of the night.
Yeah, I mean, it would be very interesting. I mean, could it be Kingston and Moxley, the old friends face off? This has felt like Brian's tournament from the beginning. So does he fail to make it? Does he get in and take on a Moxley because of their relationship? Swerve's on fire. Jay White's a bit of a dark horse in all this. Nobody expected him to be here, but he slipped in last minute. Very interesting dynamic in the Continental Classic. But I guess we'll find out tonight, my friend.
I still think that we have the possibility of an Eddie Kingston versus Swerve final.
Yeah, I'd be shocked. Richard, how you doing? How you doing? Chris Leclerc's back with us. I know I said hello to Richard Martinez. CX99, how you doing? Who else we got? Steve G's
starting
back.
To sound like we're talking about go-karts or like motorcycles. MYX CX99.
Christian Power in the house, always full of optimism and happiness. And Mega, of course. Good to see you.
Mega. Oh. No, you're fine. It's very long, so that's fine. Hey, you guys, you won't believe what I got for Christmas. I got a Nintendo Switch Lite with a 1-year subscription to Nintendo Switch, online Beats wireless headphones, an iPad mini, and a George Brett jersey.
There you go. Thank you, Santa.
I was going to say, who's George Brett, respectfully?
George Brett. I like it.
I can think of George Michaels and Brett Hull.
And Brett Michaels. There's a whole bunch of them in there.
Oh, yeah.
Now, we did talk a lot. We did talk a lot last night. Well, I talked a lot in the pre-show about One Said Jericho. And something I did want to touch on real quick before the show kicks off is, I said what I said. I stand by what I said. Jericho is a problem. The nepotism, the all friends wrestling is an issue for this company as it tries to grow and evolve. But this man, if anybody wants to know truly what type of guy that Chris Jericho has become, is this simple. And if this doesn't paint a picture for you, then I'm sorry, you're never going to understand the issue. But this guy who on Christmas Day publicly thrashes Punk, Steel's wife, Lucy, and then less than 24 hours later, congratulates Punk on his debut or his return to MSG.
Oh,
are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me?
No, I believe that. Well, I believe that with Chris, as you were I was going down the river with you. Where are we going, KJ? Where are we going with this? But 100%, you saw in that exact thing that you brought up, Chris Jericho has to make pro wrestling about Chris Jericho. Even when nobody asks, nobody's questioning anything, nobody gives a fuck, respectfully. Nope. But he has to still somehow make it about himself. And I guess that is, on one hand, you've got a lot of people that openly just don't like Chris, respectfully. And I think warranted.
Growing number.
Right, but you also have, much like with most of the AEW talent and most of the controversial figures I'll see in AEW, it almost feels like they have to draw a line of, for every 3 Chris Jericho haters, there has to be 3 Chris Jericho supporters that pop up, mounting the wall here. This has become Game of Thrones instead of pro wrestling.
Well, here's the thing, and here's the issue I have with Chris Jericho, is if he is publicly talking behind your back and then publicly being two-faced at the same time, like shitting on you, calling you disgusting, and then saying, hey, congrats, man, flames.
Oh, it wasn't behind his back. He was doing that shit publicly, but sorry.
Yeah, exactly what I started with was publicly. But yeah, that's, to me, what is he like in the hallways of AEW if he's that way publicly? If he's publicly two-faced, what is he really like behind the scenes? And it's all about Jericho. He has sucked the actual fucking heat off of just about every wrestler he can find, from Ricky Starks to Eddie Kingston, all the way down to poor Sammy Guevara. It is funny to me. But anyway, I digress.
AEW has become the company that's a death by 1,000 cuts, unfortunately. I thought you were saying that he was saying it privately. And
no, that's the issue.
Mea culpa, yes. So,
yes.
Right, mea culpa. But no, AEW 100% of people backstage just need to learn how to shut the fuck up, respectfully. I know, again, YouTube algorithms, but just stop. Just stop talking. Just, this is what you're doing. This is what I want you to do.
Right.
We know too much about the backstage issues and the day-to-day operations of AEW. Like, that's the reason why you see wrestling fans of, why are we talking about this so much? The reason we know so much about it is because of AEW.
Yep. Let it go. I don't hear Trips talking about it. I don't hear Punk's camp talking about it. And even for the other people like the Melters and the, other haters out there, nothing after the brawlout came out from the Punk's camp. They were very quiet, very silent about it all. And as Ace Steel said, it worked out pretty well for us. We're doing okay. We're doing okay.
Normally the one who got their ass beat's the one that's most vocal after the fight that no one watched and everything. Of, yeah, no, you can't believe it. I whooped his ass. It was so terrible what he did and everything. And the guy who really whooped his ass is just like, I know, and he knows what happened. And that's all I need to know.
Absolutely. You will get a sit-down interview. Now, something I am looking forward to on Saturday is the sit-down interview between Christian Cage and Adam Copeland. So that will be interesting. We're also getting an interview with Mariah May for some odd reason, but Christian Cage, Adam Copeland, we haven't heard much of this story since, Nick Wayne's mom got it going on and showed up and ruined everything.
Yeah.
It's been a little quiet. Like, are we still ready for this? Like, I want to see this match, but I feel like the pre-payoff hurt it.
Yeah. You pre-did the thing in your pants. I was trying to think of a polite way to say that, and I struggled. But yeah, I was about to say are we excited for Christian Cage versus Adam Copeland? If this is the payoff match right now, this is not a good payoff match. And there's no build really into it. You're not excited for it. And especially, you were almost more excited for the last match versus this match.
Well, because it was like the first time. Now, right now, sir, I am getting the opening sequence. I got Hook on my screen. So let me know when you catch up and you get a little bit of Hook, folks. The show is kicking off, and I promise we're all about the positivity here tonight. We want everything to go well. I'm rooting for this show. I hope it gets me excited. Oh, no.
Well, no, you're fine. I was literally just following along because I've got still the end of Big Bang Theory going on. I wasn't trying to interrupt or anything. I was literally just
I was just watching your eyes. But yeah,
I was trying to make sure.
I want TK and fam to get me excited for this show tonight. I want to get ready for it. Yeah, let me know when you get Hook.
I will let you know when I've got the hooks. I've got
the hooks is on
jingles and bells. I've got the video package going on right now. Was it literally just Hook in the video package? Is that
yeah?
Oh, sorry. That was a split second. Yeah. I've got New Year's Smash with all the pyro going off right now.
There we go. So show is ready to go, folks. This should be a fun one. It's Wednesday. These eyes. Maestro Fresh West, a good old Canadian, made that song very famous around here. His remake of it. And a fun guy to hang around with. Darkness, my old friend.
So we're kicking off with Moxley, Swerve, Jay White.
The triple threat is kicking the show off, my friend. So, folks, if you are new here and you don't know any better, we take a prediction on every single match. We will take a rating out of 10 at the end of the show. So make sure you get in that chat. Let us know who you're taking and stick around to the end and let us know what you thought. But here comes the wild thing.
Wild thing. Not Rick Vaughn, but John Moxley. But yes, absolutely be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. But yeah, everybody's already, why isn't this the main event? Triple threat first. Liam, what up? Brandon, what up? Yeah, how do you feel that this is the kickoff to the show?
I'm okay with it because my theory is if Kingston and Bryan is the main event, to me, that's the most emotional match we can have.
That tells me Kingston's winning.
That doesn't tell me Kingston's winning. But
you gotta hope. You gotta believe.
you can hope. I'm gonna bet against them, and you can sell all you want when it happens.
100%.
I can definitely get behind this. Like, I think that Bryan's kind of the favorite in the tournament. Eddie's been the underdog, scrapped back from being down and out, and here we go. So
I'm gonna save my thoughts on the Eddie Danielson match for a little bit later, just
okay.
because everybody knows I'm very invested in that story. Well, I got some thoughts.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited by this match. This is honestly, even before I even thought that we were gonna get Danielson versus Eddie, I was excited for this match because Swerve is a star. To me, he's the top guy in this match. Respect to Mox, respect to Jay White. Swerve Strickland is right now in AEW the guy.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here, and I'm gonna pick Jon Moxley for the win. And I have a feeling that Keith Lee might have something to do with this triple threat.
That's not a bad shout. A lot of people have kind of thought that. So it's not a terrible shout. I thought when you were saying you were going to go out on a limb, I thought you were going to say you're going to take Jay White. I think he's unfortunately the odd man out here. How interesting is it that he's, pretty much the odds-on favorite to lose this match?
Right. Hi all. I'm new here, but can I hate watch with you? You can hate watch if you want. We try not to hate watch. Our whole premise here on this channel is hopium and optimism, and we smoke a lot of it. We are critical and we are very honest. But yeah, if you're sitting there hating, hate all you want.
Well, no, you can start off hate watching, but we'll release the good.
Little Nicky letting us know.
I released the good.
Popeye's chicken is the shit.
I don't have a Popeyes by me.
No,
I'm in New England, my guy.
I'm in Canada.
Yeah, facts. How the fuck?
Psorias. I don't know. There's multiples.
I was gonna say, you said that. I thought that was a chicken joint by you. Psorias.
Oh, Psorias, Popeye's chicken over here. Swerve on the apron. I'm not sure where you're at, my guy.
I've got him right there, 100%, and I want that T-shirt.
That's a wicked T-shirt, actually.
Top rope, apply, big pressure.
He should wear that T-shirt with a picture of Adam Cole on his trunks, drinking like with the blood dripping down into his mouth.
Oh,
what Adam Page,
was that you just said? Strike that from the record.
Jon Moxley wins. Hi, KJ and Big Nick. How are you guys? I'm doing well. You're doing well.
Doing fantastic.
You had a movie day today?
Yeah, well, we can talk about that. I finally saw The Iron Claw.
It's good, man. It's good. I recommend it to a lot of people.
That is a must watch, whether you're not whether you're not a wrestling fan or you are a wrestling fan. I said that backwards for some reason, but it was great to me as this match is about to kick off because I brought the missus with me and she had no idea about the Von Erich story or whatever. And I knew it was like the greatest Greek tragedy in pro wrestling to where they had to cut people out to keep it from being too tragic.
Yeah, no kidding. We can't, but so Jay White decides he doesn't want to participate, and Mox and Swerve take out Jay White right out of the gate here tonight, and one-on-one, Mox and Swerve.
Plenty. This is what I hate with triple threat matches: is it becomes basically just a rolling singles match.
Not when it's done well.
Yeah, but then you know when it's done well, when all three men are in the fucking ring, and guess what's not happening right now?
Well, Jay White's gonna lay on the ground after being punched for like.
He's already been comatose. He took one punch. How can you survive this match? He took one punch. He's out.
Chill, relax. That's why it's a three-way. He cannot lose, he can lose, but not eat the pin. Now, I did think this was the case, but the only reason why, and I think we're talking about Mox, but Mox takes a pin last week. So I had the same argument, guys, but to call myself on my own bullshit, Moxley ate a random pin from Jay White last week out of left field. So, yeah.
Sorry, I think if there's a guy that Moxley's okay with taking a pin to right now, it's going to be Swerve. The Swerve's the hottest thing going. One of the hottest things going in pro wrestling.
I think that Jay White eats the pin no matter what happens here tonight.
Well, that's the foregone conclusion. I think it's going to be Jay White's here to eat a pin, but that's what I hate about this. As we've got him right now sitting atop the guardrail.
Mm-hmm. Prince hitting that Prince Nana right now. Listen, Prince Nana, one of the nominees for a Golden KJ tomorrow night. We will be live. Myself, Nick, and Anthony will be bringing you the annual 4 Lifeys. And it should be a fun one. I mean, we're looking forward to it. Nana is nominated for non-wrestling personality of the year.
Right.
New England, we're all sports.
Yes, you can have that. That's why I'm not a fan of any of them. I moved here. I wasn't born here. I'm a native New Yorker.
I migrated.
I migrated. I migrated south for some reason and got stuck.
Right. Swerve takes out Mox as they're fighting in the crowd. Remember, no DQ because of the triple threat rules. Right. I'm a little nervous about the Keith Lee part of this story.
Fair enough. Ooh, has there ever been a count on in AEW?
Yes. There's been
actually, I think recently.
Remember we had one a few weeks ago?
Yeah, I feel like that was recent.
Yeah, we were pissed off. Like, wait, what?
Now of all times is when the rules matter.
Mm-hmm. I love the dude in the crowd plugging his YouTube page. Go, buddy.
Hey, shout out. By the way, speaking of YouTube pages, be a friend, tell a friend, hit that like, share, and subscribe. We got the merch store.
And remember,
we have the TikToks, we have the Instagrams, we have become a member, everything like that.
Yeah.
This man's coaching me through my whole promo. Absolutely. We got everything for you. Pro wrestling needs. As MYS is even out here giving us a compliment saying, y'all would make some good commentators, in my opinion.
Well, we're more than just a commentator, but we do our best.
Oh, fuck you and your dad pun.
That was amazing.
It was great, but that's why I'm like, God damn it, he got one in there. But no,
I swerve when I cry.
God damn it, I was trying to promo there.
Nick might be swerving and crying later if Eddie doesn't pull off a W.
Oh, no, I won't be swerving and crying. That's what I was doing after watching Iron Claw. I was swerving and crying. That shit gets you some emotional.
The swerving in the Iron Claw story is not a good thing.
Whoa.
A good house tonight.
But absolutely, yeah. Now I forgot where I was going. No, but we are the alternate commentary for all your pro wrestling needs. We cover more wrestling live, especially than anybody else. 100%.
A good house tonight. Jay White in control of both men right now as Moxley eats a chair, and now Swerve and Jay are back in the ring.
1.5 count.
Mark, welcome. How you doing? Wow, that was dope. You got to be specific, my friend. We're totally behind.
Yeah.
He's probably talking about my dad joke, but we'll just assume.
That's going to be the next clip that comes out of the show is the dad joke. Joke. Hot potato.
Perhaps. Oh,
no, you're good. I was literally just Tiffany. What up? JV. What up? We got everybody popping. The chat. I will say this: we do have the super chats, the super stickers, and everything like that, so we can get to all your chats because the chat's going fucking crazy right now.
Keep it going, light it up, folks. Blow it up. I want to see 100 people in this chat here tonight. We got 73, 74, 75 ish. So get it. Go tell a friend. If you know anybody, give them the link. Give the gift of wrestling.
Right.
Perhaps next Christmas, you should get the shirt that Swerve is wearing. Hopefully by next Christmas, there'll be a cooler shirt.
Hopefully by next Christmas, people will be buying the shirts that we're wearing.
It's true. It's facts.
Facts.
Get yourself one of these. And I was going to say, if you do go to a live wrestling show, folks, we will remind you, if you have a sign that calls us out, I will send you a free t-shirt.
Much like the guy that KJ was talking about in the crowd that shut out his YouTube channel. Just saying.
Hey, we did it at Mania. We had a friend in the crowd. He got 3 t-shirts for his effort.
Well, yeah, we got Sign Guy Wrestling.
Right. Because he brought his kids, so he got bonus. White for the win. Whose mom? Nick Wayne's?
I think Wayne's mom has got Iron Claw sucked. Propunzo, you're a goddamn liar. That was a very good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, headbutt.
What's up, Dale? What's up, Dale? I don't know if I said hi to you yet. Somebody's clicky. Jay White for the win. Dun, dun, dun. I fear Jay White will miss World's End. If he loses this, he really has nowhere to go.
Right.
Swerve for the win. Nick, did they cut MJF out of it?
A good chunk. There was a spot to where I saw him.
That was it.
Yeah, that's it. And the most you see MJF is as executive producer. They make sure that he's the only name on the screen when they say executive producer, Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
There you go. But he, yeah, you definitely catch a side glimpse of him with a blonde wig on, as he only plays like the cousin they brought in after they had some issues with.
Yeah, the fake Von Erich, and that's the thing. It would have helped a little bit if they like set when the time was, because they had to do some good time jumping pretty quick, pretty fast here.
That was I think one of my critiques of the movie was that it did. I mean, they tried to fit a lot in, but Swerve going up top. Oh wait, no, he slipped.
Randomly got slipped
and then gave himself a pep talk.
Frog splash cross body. But yeah, no, the Von, that should have been a miniseries. That would have been the greatest miniseries. That would have taken over the fucking internet, like the goddamn Game of Thrones, Walking Dead, all of that.
You're right. If they had done like a 6, 7, 8 episode kind of mini series and allowed some of the tragedy to breathe, but it was like bad stuff happened. Next scene, bad stuff happens.
Literally,
like,
yeah.
Oh shit.
You're jumping 10 years at a glance. Like I thought, respectfully, Kerry was kind of underdeveloped. I granted that's also I'm partial to Kerry. I'm a big Kerry Von Erich fan.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? I love the actor that's playing him. I'm a big fan of Shameless, so that worked out well. Shouldn't the ref count all 3 guys out? No count out, no DQ, triple threat.
Yeah.
Y'all Mig, we got that one. MJF was Lance Von Erich. It's true. The fake Von Erich, kind of.
Yeah, and literally, I think I was the only one that actually saw him in the theater because I was like I said, I was the lone wrestling fan amongst the sea of non-wrestling fans because they're like, oh, this guy. I was like, oh, sweet summer child. No, don't worry. It gets worse. It gets much worse.
You turn into DiCaprio of like, there it is. There it is.
I literally was, if I could whistle, I would have been doing the like, there he is. There he is.
Right. Did we talk about how it showed? Yeah, listen, if you guys see Rumble lists going around, we've seen them every year for the last 2-3 years. They never tend to be very accurate at all. And but Rhea being in the men's Rumble, I guess, but it's highly unlikely.
99.9% of the time they are wildly inaccurate. We've sat there and been on here and tried to go by that and it was wildly inaccurate.
Yeah, we tried that. CX99, Jay White gets a sneaky win. I'm calling it. I like that shout though. He is the dark horse.
But so then is he just there to eat a loss in the finals? Because like, does Jay White win this? He's the long shot out of everybody that's left in this tournament right now to win this.
Yeah, I mean, again, he's a long shot. I'm still kind of leaning Mox, but sorry, I'm in picture, but Swerve just did a splash on Jay White's arm. What's up, Tiffany? How you doing? Impact Wrestling is tomorrow, folks. Impact Wrestling is doing part 2 of a best of. We were here for all of it, so we're going to do our award show instead. So strap in, strap on, my guy.
Right, we'll be doing the part 2 of our award shows. We did the half-year awards earlier this year. Now we're doing the full end of 2023 wrap-up Wrestling for Lifeies.
Right, the annual For Life is going to be a good one. I got 4 new shirts and some earphones and some bath stuff. Bath things. There you go, Tiff. Bleeding internally. I like that one from Roddy. What's up, Roddy?
Is this where we have to shout, Adam?
Right? Will Mox bleed? Apparently he already is internally.
Well, he hasn't so far, at least externally, as I've got everybody getting splashed on the outside here.
Dun, dun, dun. TK made any surprise announcements tonight yet, KJ and Nick? No, we jumped right into the triple threat match. So, to Tony's credit, we're starting Dynamite off with a bang. Great start to this match. I love who's in this match, and I'm looking forward to it. The Continental Classic, if nothing else, I know some people have been not thrilled about it, but we've got very good matches out of it.
Fair enough. I'll give you that. Debatable still, but yes, I'll give you that. Granted, TK did announce that we're also getting Sky Blue versus Chris Statlander, so that was, I don't want to say it was a surprise announcement, but it was a last minute announcement.
Yeah, very interesting. The Sky Blue continually gets these non-built up matches of this, like, you go in there, and I mean, it's very interesting.
Right.
What's up, Mark? Hey, I know that you two do wrestling, so I'm curious, are you guys familiar with the Insider Pro Wrestling? They are also big on wrestling, and they mostly do TNA wrestling watch-alongs. I'm not that familiar with them.
No.
But, shout out to them for doing their thing.
Right.
I got CM Punk Survivor Series shirt and my Hell Froze Over shirt. There you go. Boston spoiled. Spoiled, Boston.
Well, or were you saying that your hell froze over because you were carrying that championship and everything with that? Which I'm waiting for you to mention about how Seth Rollins is defending that title more than Roman.
Paradigm shift.
You've got a 2-count.
There you go. Dun, dun, dun. O-Town is Swerve Town.
Do you see any free agents showing up at World's End, KJ and Nick?
Yeah, some ex-WWE people. Dolph Ziggler, maybe.
Well, no shit.
But yeah, what do you mean no shit?
Oh, you said some ex-WWE people. Like who? Name some people.
Well, I mean, out of the collection that is now free agents, possibly a Dolph, which I did say. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is a weird time. Would Ali show up? Maybe, but I mean, he's on a world tour right now.
Oh,
wow!
Jay White just clattering John Moxley's chin there.
The rose such
chair, and they're just looking at him.
I'm
gonna say honestly, no. I don't. If I'm
Beth Phoenix,
is she technically a free agent?
But she is somebody that would be showing up, and then she technically
doesn't mean she will.
My theory
that
is
would be my one exception to that, but yeah, I don't.
Two.
Oh, big chop.
It is a smash, but I think because Adam Copeland versus Christian is no DQ, that Christian's family is going to get involved, which will require Beth Phoenix to show up and take care of Nick Wayne's mom.
That's probably 100% the only one that I could see showing up. Beyond that, I almost wonder if you're a free agent in pro wrestling, how promising does it look to want to try and hitch your wagon to AEW?
It all depends on
hesitant. Are you hesitant on that?
It's all perspective and money. If you can't go to the other place, maybe it's not worth, maybe it's worth a shot, right?
Right.
Wow. A bit of an awkward slam, but a big slam by Swerve as he goes up top. No Jeff Jarrett signings yet. Corey, what is up? I swerve when I'm fried and eat my ketchup on fries.
Man's getting bars.
Mox with the stomp.
Has he fucked up his knee?
Listen, for all the people that tune in sometimes and say, you guys say a lot of negative stuff about AEW, this match is cooking.
Is cooking?
Is cooking. There's a YouTuber, Sean's View Entertainment. I don't know about this guy. He is saying there's going to strip me over a belt because she yelled at a fan. Are you kidding me? That's what heels do. I don't, Paul. I think we lost part of that there.
Yeah, well, I think he tried to follow up, and it still didn't make too much sense. He didn't fully figure out what he was trying to say.
Right? That's why you come here and you tell all your friends to come here. We watch all the shows. I'd argue that our insight, our perspective, we've earned the perspective and viewpoints that we have. And some people, I was told several times today, just stop watching AEW. Fuck no. I'm a paying fan. I buy the merch. I go to the shows.
Oh,
So tough break.
no, I feel like there's more to that story there. I'll be therapist couch here because I feel like there was something that you wanted to say there, but you didn't quite say there. So let's dig deeper.
Let's dig deeper. That was it though. Like, I mean, the sentiment, because at times we're very honest and blunt about what we watch, and then people, instead of taking our opinions at that our opinion, the answer for some fans is just stop watching. And it's no, I don't want to stop watching. I want the company to do better. I want better. That doesn't mean I'm gonna give up on the fucking thing.
Right. Well, it's interesting. When have you ever heard of people like at a company or whatever that they're like, well, if you don't like shopping there and you don't want it to do well, then just don't shop there. Like, no, maybe I just want them to be a little bit better than what the fuck they are. Like, when did criticism and critique or actually productive criticism become taboo?
Yeah. Again, I don't get it. And again, it seems to only work in one, like we can say whatever we want, but if you say something that we don't like, then we run away and we hide, and then, it is what it is. Gothic Rose, KJ White, and Big Nick. Do you think we find out who the devil is tonight? We better not find out tonight.
I don't think we might ever find out who the devil is.
You gotta pay that off in the right way. And even though that we've been critical of it going over the last few weeks, I think you have to wait to World's End for this one, guys.
Well, you say pay it off in the right way. Is there a right way to pay this off?
Maybe not. But you got to put your best foot forward, I think. If you just paid it off the show before the pay-per-view, I don't why. We're days away from World's End.
Right. As Robert saying, ate up. Paul, thank you very much for the super chat saying he was saying that Rhea Ripley yelled at a fan and that's why they're going to, well, some people just say stupid shit just to get attention and don't really actually hold any credibility or weight into what they say. And that's the thing, is as much as at times we say stupid shit, trust me, guilty as charged of saying stupid shit, that's just ridiculous. Like Rhea Ripley, I saw videos of when she was at MSG and she's sitting there, she fucks with Punk, and then she turns around, oh, I'm cutting a photo shoot to the camera. She's, doing her best Tony Storm up in the camera and sell it. Like Rhea Ripley's phenomenal. And you don't think that like sometimes people misconstrue.
Oh shit! Sorry, Nick. We had a bulldog. Swerve jumps back in with the kick. We got two men down. Swerve going for it. The crowd's going crazy. Kirby. It ain't easy being green.
I was gonna say, do you need to read this in a Kermit the Frog voice there?
I don't think I can. No way.
Swerve. He should have swerved when he pinned.
Wow, Jay White with the Sister Abigail that close.
Blade Runner. But Kermit's saying, I like you guys' unbiased opinion with all companies, unlike other YouTube streamers.
And listen, we have our likes and dislikes. So I'll be 100% honest with everybody. I have an axe to grind with Chris Jericho. I do. I'm so sick of him. But that's my hill to die on. I'll be okay with it. But we do watch this objectively, and we are the wrestling utopia. We are the wrestling fans you can't find elsewhere.
Well, and even then, we still will argue amongst each other and everything like that. If we're both trying to be unbiased, and we'll still argue amongst each other to try and find that happy medium. Excuse me.
Jay White just swinging chairs, or a chair to be specific. Now he's leaning on the ref.
All right, this brought me here.
Big Nick is the devil.
Only if it's Bobby Boucher's mama. He is the devil. I'll be out there with Vicky Valancourt.
Moxie versus cameraman next week live. Did you see the clip going around of the cameraman that ran up Punk's butt last night? And everybody making jokes about it?
Oh, as Jay White just
Wow.
gets yeeted into the turnbuckle.
Oh, here comes
I
Mox for the
got the
win.
Hajime, the coquina clutch, the reverse chokehold. Oh, Swerve rolls through.
Oh.
1, 2, 2 count.
Oh, deuce. Good match, folks. Good match. If Tony keeps this up all night long, we'll have a good one.
I mean, this has already gone damn near a half hour. This is, well, I think that was your good spot. You get Jay White out of here. He went in the ring post. He's out for a hot minute. Now we probably get the finish between Moxley and Swerve here.
Exchanging slaps and headbutts.
Concussion protocols be damned. I'm sure those might be in the rule book too.
This is one of my favorite matches of Dynamite in a long time, guys. Like the energy in the building, the energy.
This is clothesline on shout out tribute Brody Lee. Guess what day it is?
Yeah. And yeah, I was going to talk about it later, but the tribute Seth Rollins did last night was really nice.
He's biting his fingers.
His hand. Oh, you poke him in the eye for that, bro.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Swerve going up top. Jay White pushes him off. Holy shit.
Yeah, see, I don't think Swerve's going to win this. Jay White, no! It's got to.
Clothesline.
Tell me I'm going to backslide into this motherfucker.
Oh, you are. Death Rider. Well, fucking.
Wow.
That was barely a pin and barely a fucking DDT, if anything. That was a suplex and a.
And moving on to the finals, Mr. Nick.
But you know what that means.
It's, well,
I'll be wrong on this one because you know what it means.
I don't know if it means that because you have two guys with connections, tight connections to John Moxley. You have Danielson
we get a finger poke of doom if it's BCC on BCC.
Oh man, just enjoy AEW. It is AEW. It's AEW's job to make me enjoy AEW, not my job to make myself enjoy it. Keep that in mind, folks.
That needs to be on a goddamn t-shirt. It is wrestling's job to make me enjoy it.
You got to treat it like dating, man. It's your job to put up a show.
Well, it's any sort of athletic competition. It's any sort of fucking show. Mm-hmm. It's 100%. It's up to them to make me want to tune in the next week.
Now, yes. And now I put it out to you, my friend, and I will put it out to the entire chat here tonight. What do you guys think about John Moxley advancing to World's End? Is this the guy that you were hoping to make it? Swerve and Jay White do not get through. Oh, look. The chat is
can't figure out where the fuck to go.
No,
he's
look.
A real Chris Jericho. Can't figure out how to get out of the tunnel.
He looked like Biden trying to get out of a press conference. Where do I go? Where's the exit?
Trying to get through a sentence.
Kingston has to win now.
Let's go.
He feels the way you feel.
Well, and like I said, it's one of those of I don't think anyone wanted Moxley to win. We kind of almost halfway expected Moxley to win. He's obviously one of TK's favorites, and then I almost wonder. This is setting up, and I don't want to get my hopes up, that Eddie Kingston still wins out. That Eddie Kingston still leaves with all of the titles, and he just gets an extra AEW one so he can be on AEW even more. Because why the fuck does Moxley need this? Respectfully.
But again, my only caveat where I'm stuck is we said from day one this felt like the Bryan tournament. The Bryan tournament.
I've said that myself.
Yeah, that's what's scary about this. Now, again, it's a good underdog story as far as Moxley. Eddie loses a couple. We remember the package of him sitting backstage, looking all frumpy and sad. And here he is. He's got a chance to get through.
Well, and even then, you still had the end of Collision, and obviously we were here live, and it kind of cut out for us. But I watched the Snyder cut here, the Tony Khan cut, the cocaine cut. Some people might say of what happened after, to where Danielson turned his back on Eddie and was even Eddie sitting there, go back to WWE. Like, this has become a personal thing, and that's why I think Eddie lost initially so he can win in the end. And boy, howdy, I've already cried once today watching the Iron Claw. I might cry again.
That's it, man. It's it. But they're setting it up still to come tonight. This has to be the main event. And to me, you know what? The three gentlemen that just competed set the tone for Dynamite tonight. I hope Dynamite continues through this way. And again, what I expect from Tony Khan tonight is make me excited for Saturday. And I want to look forward to World's End. It's been a bit of a slow, quieter build than some of the other pay-per-views. So yeah, let's get at it. What a start to the night.
Oh, absolutely.
Frumpy Dumpy.
Frumpy Dumpty.
Had a great fall.
Well, speaking of great falls, don't go away. I'm gonna take a pause for the cause here because I got to get my emotions in order.
That's it, folks, and we are teasing that triple digit live viewer thing. So get in there, go tell some friends on this wonderful holiday week. You know, get us there. We're right there. We're a handful away. I saw us get as high as 97. What John Moxley won? Yeah, so Bobby's happy about it. I called Kingston winning it all. There you go, Keyshawn. You may just get your wish on this particular night. But yeah, I mean, we're rolling through. We're back into a commercial. I think that Danielson and Kingston's going to be the main event tonight. I could be wrong, but I can't imagine. If Mox wins this whole thing, TK is an idiot. Okay. Very interesting. And again, Moxley pretty much dominated his tournament. I would argue even his loss to Jay White wasn't a big loss. It was kind of out of left field, kind of one of those slip up. Oh, I had a moment. He caught me. And then he wins the triple threat. I'm a little surprised. And again, if Swerve goes from here to a storyline with Keith Lee, I don't love it. I don't love that optic, but we'll see. We'll see. Again, a good start, a good amount of energy to the tonight's match. I like it. Way to kill Swerve's momentum. I don't know if you've killed it, but you're definitely not helping it. You're not, stoking those flames at all. You're not building the buzz that is Swerve. You kind of want Swerve to be a world beater right now. The fans are behind him, the energy's behind him. So you want to harness that. You want to push that. Now, we've seen before with TK's booking that at times he does struggle a little bit with once somebody gets hot. We saw it with Wardlow. Wardlow was on fire, didn't really play it properly, and it faded out. The Acclaim were cooking. You didn't really you should have made them chase the belt a little longer. The internet fans, pushed you to give them the belts too soon, and then that kind of faded out. This is a chance to ride Swerve into 2024, where Swerve can be the face of this company. Swerve can be a champion very soon if you do it properly. So does this kill Swerve? I don't want to believe that, but it definitely doesn't help him. And truthfully, if he goes back into a feud with Keith Lee, I don't know unless they do something miraculous. I think that's the past, not the future. As Nana and Swerve are here right away with Tony, not happy as you could imagine. Hit the like button, hit those likes, go tell a friend, be a friend. Mercedes Monet show up. Crispy chicken, I appreciate the thought. I don't think so. I think we are going to see Mercedes at the Rumble. I've said it for a while now. It was one of my bold predictions for 2024 is Sasha Banks returning at the Rumble. Eddie Kingston is a bum, according to Danielson. That's where this gets intriguing. Swerve is emotional right now. See, now he's calling out Keith Lee. Woo! Hit that like button. I appreciate that. TK Logic, what people are behind Swerve? Nah, I don't like it. So we're going to get Keith Lee and Swerve out of left field, guys. Now, I got 85 people hanging out with me right now. Is Swerve and Keith Lee that haven't really talked about their rivalry at all in months. Is this the way to do it? The Wednesday before the pay-per-view, just saying, hey, let's do it. Like, to me, that is where Tony Khan shoots himself in the foot. This is where you hurt the company a little bit. Is Swerve is on fire, but we haven't talked, and they're already giving us a graphic for Keith Lee and Swerve, and Swerve just said, let's see if he even shows up. So unofficially, officially, Keith Lee and Swerve has been added to World End. And I don't love it, guys. Jeff Jarrett needs more TV time. You stop it, Keyshawn. I know you're playing with my emotions. As Mariah May coming out to talk to Renee Paquette. We'll see what she has to say here tonight. So Kingston puts his belt on the line just to win it back. Very good point, Bash 8. And it will be Nick will be thrilled. Others might not feel as strong about that. I personally don't want Danielson to win. I don't know. Danielson loves putting other people over. Could it be Danielson versus Moxley and Moxley goes over? Will Danielson put Kingston over to let him go fight Mox? But then will Mox win it all? Mox winning it all seems very interesting. I do believe that Kingston being the guy that put both belts up, he's got to be in the conversation. You got to get him to the final because then it matters. It doesn't mean he wins it, but he's got to be there. To be the man, you got to beat the man, right? What is this? Okay. Mariah May doing her thing here. I call Moxley winning this match midway through and even before Moxley versus Kingston pay-per-view for 3 belts. 2 friends, history. Listen, I loved when Moxley and Kingston were together side by side, and it just, things happened. Mox went away. Eddie got hurt. So wait. Here comes Rio to talk to Mariah May. Rio, what are we doing? Rio is chasing Mariah May down the ramp. Swerve losing. They have a match with Keith. Feels it stepping backwards. I do agree with that as Tony Storm comes to the ring. Swings the belt, misses, and Rio laying the bombs. I really wish it was someone else. Oh, Luther was supposed to catch Tony. Didn't quite go the way he was supposed to. Rio waiting for it. Big crossbody. Down goes Tony. Down goes Luther. And Mariah May runs away unscathed. New champion. All right, I give Rio some love here. I'm okay with this. Maybe that first match got me all hyped up, but here we go, Rio. I do think I've been very critical because I think Tony Storm could have better storylines. If she had a really good babyface to go against that could cut a promo, it would help Tony Storm. Her going up against Rio at a, kind of, again, not a whole lot of build, not a whole lot of storytelling, but fair enough, we're here. KJ, rest in peace to Swerve's momentum. Plain and simple, TK is on GM mode. Whew, this is going to be a hot topic, guys. And listen, I see this chat ablaze, and we will click on as many as we can. If you're new here, we try and click on every single one. But when we're averaging around 500 an hour, it's tough. Make sure you hit that super sticker, super like, super chat. Get in there, stand out, so we see that you're in there. We don't want to miss anything, but we can't. We can only do best. But he's our bum. Pause. As we got Top Flight 2.0, or failure to launch, as my buddy Nick would say. Oh, and OC, Rocky, and Trent show up. Okay. Speaking of woo,
yeah, a little bit. I was
that was good timing.
Yeah, fair enough.
So how do you feel about Swerve gets knocked out of this tournament and instantly goes, I'm going to fight Keith Lee on Saturday?
I'm torn because on one hand it's out of left field, but at the same time it's kind of been needed for a hot minute. Like it needs to be a thing, but it's also now is not the time. It should have happened way sooner.
Does it feel like a step backwards to me because we got so far removed from Rick Ross and that big motherfucker? Like, have we not passed that?
We've had no mogul. We've just had embassy. Yeah.
And I think Swerve's beyond it. I think you have Swerve, you have Nana, and you don't have the rest of the mogul embassy. You just have Swerve and Nana, and Swerve keeps winning. Swerve keeps going into situations that build his stock up as a future champion.
Oh, 100%. Like you said it, and I think you said it actually a long time ago. Of this is going to be Eddie versus Moxley, and it's going to be the battle of the best friends that just kind of go at it, and it's going to be a fucking Donnybrook for the ages here.
Yeah,
but you also sacrifice every bit of momentum that Swerve had going into this. He became, Coldmeister there of I'm going to take everything hot off you.
Jeff Jarrett needs to go home back to TNA. I don't know if they'll let him.
That's actually a thing now. That could be a thing.
It could be. Richard Jr. Oh, hi, KJ. I know who's going to be attacked on NXT parking lot. Everybody? Is everybody the answer? And the ones will be Braun Breaker.
Somebody.
Yeah, anybody?
Right.
Some terrible drivers. They need a driving school at NXT.
That's what it is. It's the parking lot of a fucking driving academy there.
Right. Detecting match of MJF and Smudge over the mystery double partners in the main event for the Road Tag belts, ROH belts. You predicted this. John's agreeing with you. What's up, John, by the way?
Okay, I didn't get at all what he was saying, but please translate.
It's just that they're going to smudge the match. We're not going to get the tag match again.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's what you got of that. Okay, yeah, no. Yeah, do you do a reveal? Like, I think if you have anyone show up, it gets closer and closer to a reveal like you don't want to have happen tonight, at least. And where do you have it happen in the main event on Saturday? And that's how you going into 2024 is MJF like what? He wins the match and then puts the devil mask on or something like that? Or
I think the devil cost MJF his title.
So then who's the devil?
I still think it's got to be Adam Cole. It has to be. Anybody else is not good storytelling.
I agree with you on that. I just question on the plausibility, the probability.
Again, I mean, you got a good point. Does MJF, like his henchmen, come out and help MJF win? And then at the end of the night, MJF puts the mask on and says, I was the devil all along.
Who does the reverse Vince of, you know, it was me, Joe. It was me all along.
I don't know because the story has been so sporadic that I honestly don't know. As I'm getting Miro and CJ Perry package. We're getting Miro packages on fucking Dynamite. Justin Miller saying hi, by the way. What's up, Justin?
Don't worry. Just strong breeze could take Rio off your TV pretty fast.
Again, I don't know if it was just the energy in the building and the energy from the first segment or the first match. Rio comes out and basically sets the tone for her losing on Saturday. So
oh no, it wasn't. Well, even because it was followed by that, it's no, just Rio. Oh no, say it ain't so. No. Well, right. Oh no. Oh no. Well, why? Respectfully.
Maria May must be super tough. She's running away from Rio.
Running away from a kite. Also, we're also getting it added to World's End of Andre El Idolo versus Miro.
So we're up to 9 or 10 now, my friend.
Yes, sir.
And again, I don't mind this matchup there hasn't been a lot of build for it. Even Swerve says, I challenged Keith Lee. And before Keith Lee accepts the challenge, we get a graphic that the match is going to happen. Just little details.
A little bit. Well, we're up to 9 now with this match added, and I guess some might say this match was infectious of how it came about.
We're getting a Don Callis holiday celebration, my friend. And on that wonderful note, I think I'm going
No, you're going to leave me with this. Thank you. The Don Callis Palace Art Gallery is about to commence as Cage is going to take a pause for the cause here.
If it's 4 phalluses behind those.
Yeah, it's almost sacrilegious here. We've got,
Love it.
The Last Supper as the Titantron, with the Callis family coming out. And boy, howdy, has there been a faction that has somehow been managed to be pushed and buried at the same time outside of the Phallus family. Christian Cage was right about Don Callis. Crispy chicken for you. Jay's getting buried with the butcher and the blade. What? Who? How? Sorry. Richard, what up? Were you talking about CJ Perry? She's not even involved with them. What the fuck is he talking about? Less awkward than CJ with Lashley while Miro watched, but still awkward. Yeah. I'm starting to wonder, respectfully, if that's just like a Miro thing, if that's just kind of what they're into. I mean, if that's a thing, do you, boo-boo? As Callis, I have something important to say. No, you don't. Steve G saying, Devil is a McMahon. Ooh. The only one it could be would be Shane McMahon, which be the best in the world versus someone who wants to be the best in the world. That would be interesting. Callis getting booed pretty heavy right now, but I'm wondering if this is more piped in or if this is actual audience, because this is a ragtag group of people here. We've got Hobbs out here with no shirt with just gloves on, Takeshita out here with the random trench coat, and Kyle Fletcher, the only one out here in a suit with a championship, by the way, I might add, of 100%. We have, what in the Don Callis Tupac fan fiction shit is this? AI art has been the best of times and the blurst of times, I feel a little bit here. Fucking Don Callis out here looking like Andrew Tate here with this picture with Takeshita. Man's looking like the Last Action Hero, looking like this is going to be some Mortal Kombat shit. Don and Kyle go to Australia, and they're fighting kangaroos. They are knocking out kangaroos, if that's not, stereotypical or anything. But tonight, I guess we're adding a new member to the family line. Declan McMahon is the devil. He's too busy playing, or is that the one that's playing football for Indiana, actually? I think he's like a fucking running back and everything. And already got the McMahon swagger of just talking shit. As Sammy Guevara coming out right now. So is he the next member to join the Callis family, or does he go the way of his emperor, his overlord there, Chris Jericho? You offered me, but your mural is going to be decapitating me, so I say to hell with you when I get my ass beat, type of thing. Yeah, Sammy. Sammy's back. I'm starting to wonder if they might try and Chris Jericho's just trying to do a get out type situation here with Sammy, and just, you will carry on as Chris Jericho when my body fails me. Sammy is back, but he is already in the family. I don't know. We'll see. Decisions to be made. Why don't they just have a match? as Sammy's already shutting up Callis. Wait, what belt does Fletcher have and why is it upside down? No, he has the Ring of Honor TV championship, I believe. Yes. I'm trying to remember correctly. Yeah, because we just watched him at Final Battle. Sammy might be Jericho's partner on Saturday. That's not a bad shout. Nobody had really. I think KJ might have been the one to fucking say that, but or no, I think he might have said Cesaro. But yeah, no one I think was expecting Sammy back here. But yeah, down I feel 100% might work pretty well. I feel. So we're gonna unveil the masterpiece from the Callis family, showing tribute to their newest member, I guess, Sammy Guevara. As it shows everybody else in the Callis family congratulating Sammy on being a new dad. Hey, all right, I don't know how do we feel about that? That's a little stupid to be upset about. Who the hell told you to put my baby on that? Yeah, because we're going to identify a child by that picture. And literally, the crowd's fucked up. This is weak sauce to me. I don't. What is he mad about? You're worried about how did this become this? This is this already was cringy. This has now reached maximum cringe. I feel. I like Sammy Guevara Scarface giving. Yeah, well, this the fuck ain't it. These heel love babies. What? Pause. Weird Sammy is trash. Yes, chair. Weird Sammy is trash. Cal's family only does squash matches in Rampasia. They could be doing something more on Dynamite. 100%. They don't seem credible at all, and that's why I really think this is someone getting upset at trying to be invited into like the Miz Taraj. I feel a little bit right now. Like this is awkward all the way around. We had a fantastic momentum with the first match with Swerve, Jay White, Moxley, all of that. Fantastic way to start off the show. And boy, howdy, have we slowed down when it comes to this show tonight. Sammy is speaking facts, though. What facts? Didn't Sammy turn on Jericho to join Don Callis, and now he seems to be against them? Honestly, you probably are right. I can't even remember at this fucking point. I feel like he's turned more times than the Big Show. Don, why would he call you off? What? Sammy called out Hobbs and Takesha, bad booking. TK geeked out on
Sammy lays out Don. Sammy lays out
on
Don.
white powder booking.
Jeez. Wait, what? See this
This
makes no sense. This makes no sense. And I know I just jumped back in.
Very good. How about it?
But so wait a minute. Jericho's going up against Big Bill and Ricky. Right?
And now he's smashing the pictures. He's
so
taking
now
even
Sammy and Jericho, as I predicted, are going to be partners for World's End. But again, this pit stop with Don Callis doesn't make sense for the story that you're telling.
It is, how can we get Jericho on TV? And by the way, I know baseball is not like a prominent sport in Canada and everything.
Yeah, so when I grew up,
but you know how to fucking swing a baseball bat or anything. Like you watch Sting growing up, you learn how to fucking swing a baseball bat, not this fucking crocodile arm bullshit.
Because he's not athletic in his old age.
Facts.
No, we're good at our volume.
Shout out to one fan that is like dead center. That
So
I
then they
think
get
is
jumped
damn
by the
near in
tag team.
tears
This
over
makes
them hugging it out.
Dude, this makes no sense. Because now they're getting jumped by Big Bill and Ricky. But then why fuck around? Why not just have Jericho reach out to Sammy and keep the story simple?
That should have been the fucking surprise. Is why do we have the surprise of Sammy showing up in the Don Callis segment for no fucking reason?
And I feel like I wish they would have just got like we had a barn burner opening match. They should have just had a follow-up match. Get back in the ring, keep things going. Lights out.
Oh,
Lights out. Wait, why?
that might just be the feed cutting out. We've seen this happen recently. It might just be the feed cutting out.
Yeah, I predicted Sammy was going to be Jericho's partner.
And
Darby? Is
why does Darby look like he's wearing a fucking poncho that got like pissed on?
He stole it from the Ultimate Warrior.
Right. Literally.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, Sting and Darby are here working with Jericho.
And not a soul can swing a fucking bat in the ring.
Oh, Jericho, those suck. Not even close. Sell it a little bit. But why? Going into this tag match, what does this mean? Are we going to have a triple threat tag match?
None of it makes sense. None of it's intriguing. None of it's appealing. It's all for the moment.
Like, this is so confusing. Or is it just that, I'm telling you right now, Jericho and Sammy are going to win on Saturday, and they will go on to probably now face Sting and Darby. Bye-bye, Ricky.
Yeah, but, well, we'll take, WWE will take him 100%, but it's so weird. Like, what happened to it being Darby like versus Sting in probably his last match? Now we might get Sting's last match as a fucking tag match between Jericho, Guevara, Sting, and Darby.
Sting versus Goldberg, buddy.
Well, according to Goldberg, Vince McMahon's a POS.
Well, Goldberg's stupid, so.
Well, I knew.
And we go back to the back.
Renee!
Weird. Sammy is trash.
He's got
his own.
He's fucking Charlie down here right now with the fucking thumbtacks and the string of who is Pepe Sylvia?
MJF is the devil. Didn't Sammy? Yeah, he did. He turned on Jericho. But apparently that didn't stick because Kenny got sick and they needed to replace Kenny. And I figured it would be Sammy that replaced Kenny. I didn't think they would do it like this. And I don't get how Sting and Darby fit into this. You should be focused on the world champions, not Don Callis and crew.
When you somehow manage to try and do something good and somehow make it bad.
Yeah. Still to come. The group looks like a legion of supervillains. Kinda.
Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum. Keep the chat going, folks. I see 80 plus still hanging around with us. Can't read that. Didn't Sammy turn on Jericho? Yeah, we read that like twice. Another Sammy turn feels forced. It does. But this is this ongoing saga that Jericho's a babyface. Why too jelly?
But nobody cares. Nobody likes it. No one enjoys this outside of Chris.
It's not good. Happy birthday to Goldberg. Happy birthday to Miro. Happy birthday to Zelina Vega.
Everybody.
Happy birthday to baby Jesus. Belated.
That was a couple days ago.
Belated. Jericho and Sammy teamed up again. Yep, the Golden Gods are back together, I suppose.
Right.
Or the Sex Gods, I think it was.
Yes, sir.
He did. And then he went on paternity leave, came back like this. Cash, welcome to the chat. Good to see you. Mr. X himself. So we've added a couple matches already, Nick. So we're up to 9 or 10. And
Yes,
I mean, interesting.
I'm fine with it compared to normally we get the 14s, the 15s, the 16s, the 17s when it comes to the AEW card. So no one still tell Tony that there's still room on this card here. 9 is still more than your average WWE card, but I don't hate it.
Up next is the other semifinal at the top of the
I've got Danielson walking down the ramp right now. Start of the 9 o'clock hour. So what the fuck is the main event? The tag. The devil show who might show up. Kingston for the win. Who thinks Lana is going to betray Miro at World's End? I don't know. Wow, so MJF's story will close the go-home show. Well, you've got to sell, the main event before, the big pay-per-view. You're live?
I guess no Kota Ibushi. No, not in this case. But here comes Eddie.
Right.
Rough first hour. It started so well. Started with so much energy, folks.
It started off great, and it has slowed down. Way down.
Mm-hmm. Jericho ruining careers like Sammy Guevara's career. He deserves better. Jericho has systematically sucked the life out of just about everything he's touched in the last 3 years.
I already take umbrage with this whole comment. A boo Eddie Kingston. I boo you, Gothic Rose, respectfully. Peacefully. I boo you.
I'm taking Captain Jack Danielson.
Well, why is the vegan dinner gone?
Eddie ate it.
Whoa, fuck you. Oh, what was it? Well, it was Daisy. That was the world championship that Danielson had, to where he's putting it in the bin before he had the hemp championship. Bye, Daisy.
All right, what's up, Brent? How you doing? Big shout out to everyone else who's here tonight. All the new faces I see popping up. We haven't clicked on you or said hello yet. Please bear with us. If you really want to get noticed, click that super chat and stand out amongst the crowd or become a member.
Be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe is 100%. Let's go, Eddie. Let's go, Eddie.
Let's go. Nick wants this bad. Ricky and Big Bill getting involved didn't make sense. No, the Callis family to me was the part that doesn't make sense, because it should have been focused on the world title, not this side bullshit. You could have easily had Jericho and Sammy, reconcile to take on the champions. And then next week, you have, Sammy and Jericho have to deal with Callis because Callis doesn't understand what just happened.
You didn't need that whole segment. You could have had, like we were guessing at the surprise tag team partner for Jericho, you could have had it be Sammy there, and there's your big fucking moment. There's your fucking Twitter goes and crazy. You've got everybody hashtag, the sex gods and everything like that. Versus now it's more gods,
wow.
Very boring segment. Does not have, I think, anyone excited for that match.
So we start off with a suplex and a tope from Eddie. Eddie looked a little dazed as he kind of kissed the floor.
He's already got, the point ahead look smart there. As he's laying down the chops on Danielson on the outside. I almost called him Daniel Garcia.
Those poor paintings has a family. And how many matches did Hot and Flexible manage Andrade? 3. Maybe.
Wait, what? How many matches did Hot and Flexible manage of Andrade's? I don't even think she hasn't been on screen realistically since she showed up at the pay-per-view.
No, she's been in his corner. She's been in Andrade's for the Continental Classic. The last 3-4 weeks, she's been at his side. Yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh.
That
yeah,
tells you how relevant she was. I missed that.
Yeah, no.
She wallpaper.
The whole storyline doesn't make sense. Your wifey show up at your place of work and hang out with your friends and not you. There's a problem.
Listen, don't get me in sort of your weird cuck fantasy thing that you want to
listen. That's what
I don't want to be here. I didn't ask to be involved.
Flaws on all of that. Wait, there's no collision this Saturday. No, we are getting World's End instead.
Right.
Chris Jericho was awful and terrible. He ruins careers like Sammy. I think I got that one.
Oh,
who thinks Lana is going to betray Miro at World's End? She should betray Andrade.
Yeah.
Stand by your man. No, apparently not.
Wow. So MJF story will close the go home show.
As it should. The world champion should close the show. But again, we're talking about the Ring of Honor tag titles more than we're talking about the world title.
Facts.
Little bit of an issue.
A little bit.
Does it being in the main event spot make you feel like they're actually going to do a match?
No.
Okay. Shit.
Because we've still got, well, did we have already the Maria May fig? We still got to have, we already had Statlander versus, no, we didn't already have the Statlander match. No. So that's going to be the in between here.
What time is it?
Well, we're at the 9 o'clock. This match will go for a goddamn while. We'll end here probably 9:30. Yeah. We'll have the Statlander match, and then we'll end with a segment that involves the devil.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting. Very interesting. And like I said, man, this show was cooking out the gate. It really was cooking. The back part of that hour was a little bit
AEW has the terrible problem if it reverse books itself. Of Keyshawn, by the way, thank you very much for the super chat of where are the ratings draw Young Bucks at? No, they took some time off, and then the wife got fired or she resigned or what have you.
She apparently refused to re-sign because the company did not defend the Bucks adequately during the bullshit.
I was almost going to say it's amazing what guilt will do to a person, but I guess when in that case of when you have a victim complex,
right?
Like for fuck's sake, respectfully.
Right. Folks, we are in picture. If you haven't made a prediction on this match yet, let us know. Let us know. Who are you taking, Eddie or Danielson, to go on to take on Moxley Saturday night for the Continental Classic Finals?
Yes, sir. They win the combination of the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship, the New Japan Strong Championship, and I guess AEW Championship to be determined.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I honestly
they haven't announced what the collective title is going to be. We've had in Ring of Honor Women's title or TV title announced, but we haven't had the combination championship announced.
Yeah, we'll see. Eddie looks walking to the ring. I don't know. That feels incomplete. I wish World's End was free. Don't we all?
So doesn't everybody.
Hey, Big Nick, Eddie Kingston is a bum.
Well, he's our bum. He's our bum.
Is Eddie related to Kofi?
I don't know. It depends on how many times the Dochi has been passed on the left-hand side.
Bill's Mafia sign in the crowd.
Let's go.
Raw did 698,000 best of episode. We weren't even here to watch it, so I don't expect it to be a huge number.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people, it did the worst Raw rating that it's ever been done. It wasn't expected to do a good rating.
Yeah, Christmas Day up against 3 football games. Okay.
Nobody gave a fuck.
We weren't even here.
Had no intention of being here.
It's funny though, like 700,000 people for a best of show on Christmas Day, still pretty fucking good considering what Dynamite did 720 the week.
Yeah, what is Dynamite's numbers?
Eddie for the win. If the final is Kingston versus Mox, that's a joke. Boston, I'm with you,
That
bro.
world title in your picture is a joke.
It's beautiful.
Well, I'm waiting for you to go at about the whole fact that now Seth Rollins is now defending that title more than Roman Reigns has because we're counting house shows now all this fucking sudden.
Well, I think that the comparable is also like, I mean, they use the house shows for the count on Roman as well. But Seth is doing everything I expected Seth to do. And he's definitely brought clout to that title. I think it's an exciting title. I like the matchups. Him and Shinsuke was good. Him as the champion has worked. And it's the working man's title. And that's what it had to be. So I do think his title reign is winding down. But I mean, the rumor is him versus Punk at Mania. So maybe not winding down as quick as I think.
Right.
Eddie.
Yes, it's gonna happen. So I'm telling you, it's gonna happen.
Let's go. Brian Danielson says Gothic Rose.
Eddie wasn't even supposed to be here.
Wow, big suplex. It seems like a big crowd at the fucking show tonight.
100%. Yeah, actually, probably the fullest crowd that they've had in a hot minute here. But yeah, no, to me, this 100%. This is Eddie's story to tell here. This is Danielson's been the one of, like people have even said in the chat. We saw Danielson with a cardboard sign. Eddie Kingston is a bomb. He'll sit there and turn his back on him. This whole story between these two has been Danielson disrespecting Eddie.
Right.
So 100%, I think Eddie beats him fucking hell for leather. This is going to be a 30, 45-minute match. This is going to be a fucking barn
20-minute time limit, my guy.
You shitting me.
20 minutes. All these matches are
no one's counting. Much like AEW refs on count outs, no one's counting.
Okay. I don't know if
this is going to be one of those.
Semi may not be. You might be right.
What?
You might be right. I don't know. Maybe the semifinal isn't.
Fair enough. But either way, I think this is going to be Eddie goes hell for leather here. And God damn it, I will go out, fucking sword on my shield here of I'm going to prove to you I fucking belong here. This is a polite CM Punk feud here.
He is beating the shit out of Danielson right now.
Let's go.
Huge chops and then just stomping on his head. The crowd's into it. It's loud.
Eddie, we got an Eddie chant.
Let's go, Bodega Bum. Oh, LeBell Lock.
You can have that. No.
No.
You try to make me tap out to that. I said no.
Triple H needs to grow a set and do what's best for business. Strip Roman of his title. Get out of here, Steve G. Go dunk your head in the fucking sink.
Go touch that.
I love you, Steve G, but that's ridiculous.
You can have that. That ain't what I'm mad at.
Roman's gonna play it out. This has nothing to do with Triple H having a set.
Right. Eddie grabs the bottom rope here.
Does Jon Moxley win with the New Japan Championship at Wrestle Kingdom 18? KJ and Nick, yes or no? We will be here live for Wrestle Kingdom 18, January 4th, I think. Jesus. But the triple threat. If Moxley wins this tournament, he's probably not winning that match.
I'm going to say no on all of that.
Eddie beating Danielson like he owes him cigarette money. You can have that.
Right, you can have that.
I predict Daniel Bryan will be in the WWE Hall of Fame in 2027. All right, well, you come back in 2027. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we only got 3-4 years to talk about that.
We'll find out. You'll still be an AEW exec at that time.
Will AEW still be a thing in 2027?
I fucking hope so, but I don't know. I'm hoping.
For the sake of pro wrestling, respectfully, it needs to be. But as Eddie's now eating yes kicks, hanging upside down in the corner as Danielson gingerly, and I do mean gingerly, got him into that position.
Ginger.
Sorry, this popped me. Where are my smokes at, you bum? Smokes, let's go.
Smokes. Corey, Trevor,
All
smokes.
right, let's go.
If anybody gets that reference, high five.
We can be friends. Oh,
Who becomes the first Hall of Famer, Bryan Danielson or Sting? I'm leaning towards Sting, being that he's retired.
Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho. Probably.
It'll be announced that same way. So, amongst the names of Bryan Danielson, Sting, so Chris Jericho is the new. Oh.
That looked clunky, and Bryan grabbing his face, which I feel like is selling, but
he got him there with the poke there.
As we go back to picture in picture.
Yeah, we got, instead of a replay, we got the Winter Classic right now.
I got pizza.
What the fuck? Why did you get the American commercial and I got the Canadian commercial over
I got
here?
Boston pizza, to be specific.
Like I said, why did you get the American commercial? I got the Canadian commercial. I'm out here with the, you know, the fucking Winter
Seattle
Classic
and Las
NHL. Yeah,
Seattle and Las Vegas in a Winter Classic.
Boy, when I think Winter Classic in hockey, I think Seattle and Las Vegas. Boy, fucking howdy.
And two places I'm a big fan of, by the way, but yeah.
Are huge winter destinations.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to catch some hockey, you go to Seattle and you go to Las Vegas. To hell with Canada. To hell with the East Coast. You go to Vegas and Seattle.
Right. We got CX laughing. Nick, don't admit you like pizza when the news this week. Unbroken, welcome back.
Screwing, are you how?
Yeah. Pizza you like much? Yes.
I am Italian. I am fat kid. I like pizza. 100%. Send me pizza. I don't know. Are we speaking in Morse code here?
Right. You show me a person that doesn't like pizza, and I'll show you not a friend of mine.
Right. I was telling you, stay the fuck over there.
Jericho said Hall of Fame means nothing because Jericho's afraid that he'll never get in it. And not that he doesn't deserve to be in it, but because of his choices over the last few years and where he will be tied to, I think he's downplaying it. It's like Vince Russo saying, I wouldn't accept being, a spot in the Hall of Fame. Nobody called you.
I was going to say, yeah, it's amazing to turn down something no one ever offered you. Right?
Like, you know what, Nick? I don't care how many times they ask. I'm not going in the NFL Hall of Fame. I'm not doing it.
I was going to say, I know the Buffalo Bills are getting towards the end of their season and everything like that. They want to sign me to the practice squad and move me up to the main roster. I can't do it. I can't take it.
Right.
Like, you can't. How do you refuse an offer no one ever offered you?
Right. Yeah, I just think that Jericho, because of his ties, right? Like, he's in in the process of working through a 10-year contract with AEW. So if Jericho is going to, oh wow, Bryan in picture spit in Eddie's face.
Oh, he has to win now. Respectfully, as an Eddie Kingston fan, no, you have to win now. Like, because no one hot toys in your face and gets away with it. No, that's a no.
I don't even know if I could like as kayfabe spit in my face. No, like you hock a loogie, I'm going to punch you in the mouth.
I mean, respectfully, I think because Eddie gives so much of a fuck about all of this that he'd be fine with that. But 100%, I'm right there with you. No, we're throwing hands. Right. Like the second your saliva touches me, we're throwing hands.
Yeah, no, ew. But they're slapping the shit out of each other. Bryan going to the knee. I thought he kicked him in the little egg.
Now we're getting trade back of chops here from Eddie. I get the match. I get it. I don't like this goddamn spot here of constantly just waiting for the chops.
Yeah, why are you waiting to be hit back?
Fight back. I just want a mic'd up version of dude in the front row there that is selling every chop like he's the one getting hit right there.
Right.
Two go.
This one's for Nick. I completely forgot him and Jeff Jarrett.
What now?
I don't know.
I don't know either. You waiting on me to know.
There's a sign in the crowd that says, if Eddie loses, fine Brian.
Let's go. If Eddie Kingston loses, we riot. Oh, yes kicks right now at Eddie's chest. And Eddie's just staring him down. Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Yeah, get up. Grab his leg.
Yeah, fight back. Fight back.
Oh, wait.
Yes, other. Did he almost grab him by his dick? Respectfully, I think he almost grabbed him by his jaw.
Oh.
Clothesline.
Oh, my God.
Turn him inside out. Let's go. Oh.
The Northern Lights bomb? That wasn't a
When have you ever heard that called a fucking thing?
That was a scoop.
That's you can't hit a power bomb or a Northern Lights suplex, so they call it a Northern Lights bomb.
There was nothing northern about that. I speak from the north.
Right. Speaking of someone who's northern, there was nothing northern about it.
There was nothing northern about that shit at all. It was east-west at best.
That was southern more than anything.
But what a fucking match, guys. And listen, this is 2 burner matches with a whole bunch of kind of kerfuffle shit in between. But man, 2 great Continental Classic matches tonight.
Fucking Larry out here trying to make me Jake Paul. I'd actually pay to see you throw hands with someone after getting spit on. Hey, I don't know why you want to see me get spit on, my guy, respectfully. But at the same time, I am not Jake Paul. I am not, I can't pay somebody to take a fall.
Okay, that was a little clunky. Brian. Oh, shit. Man, so throwing hands with his mic.
I I'm too worked up.
Oh, the big knee. No, it's a
kick out. Yeah,
barely a kick out.
I literally, I was like, was that even a kick out? Flop.
Yeah. See, this is where, like, when we talk about Moxley, like right now, these 2 guys are selling the shit out of everything. We talk about different spots, but they are really, really selling shit. A couple spots where they really look hurt. That's what I want from Mox. Is, you know what? You can be Mox, but sell some shit.
I really think, respectfully, if we do get Eddie versus Moxley, they'll fucking go out for each other. That will still be the match that shows the fucking card and everything. Because there goes my best friend. That's my best friend. How can I make my best friend look as good as they can?
You would hope, yeah. Saying Hall of Fame 2023 for Jericho, or 32, sorry. Yeah, maybe. If we're all still here, we'll talk about it.
If Jericho's still here.
Oh, fuck. That joke went over their head. Yeah, apparently. My bad.
I'm only 6'2", so.
And I'm less than that, so
right. Fucking Shaq ain't here.
Oh, Danielson's getting cocky. Makes me feel like Eddie's gonna win this, man.
Let's go.
I'm so confused.
Best of us miracle. We already had. I already didn't think Eddie was gonna be in the finals, let alone be fucking competing to win this shit. Yeah. So I'm already up.
This show got good again, pal. You're not wrong, man. Like, it literally, the 2 matches they've given us have been beautiful.
Yeah, because they've taken months to fucking build them. Who would have thought?
Why the hell is Hulk Hogan trending on X right now? Everyone thinks that Hulk Hogan was just in the ring, but it was Jericho.
Yeah.
Jericho Hogan was in the
Jericho Hogan.
Jericho Hogan was here. Brian is cooking. This match is cooking.
He's gonna do, instead of let me tell you something, brother. He's gonna be, let me tell you something, eh?
I feel like this match.
Oh, back out of this! Let's go! Suplex!
He's going for it again. Misses.
Oh, misses. High kick.
That's like me trying to
backhanded slap.
And there it is.
Spin it back fast. Oh. He's going. Powerbomb. 1, 2, 3.
Hey!
Let's
moving
go
on.
as my screen falls down around me. I tore the roof down the place.
Nick breaks the
100%.
place. Eddie Kingston will go on to face Jon Moxley this Saturday, and good on you, brother. He deserves it. Great
the goose
match.
pimples are a real thing right now.
Great match.
I wish that match was better, but
you do? I thought it was
the
really
end
good.
result is all the same.
Okay. Eddie beat Brian. Eddie beat Eddie Kingston wins. Called it. Yeah. Nick gets the point on that one for sure.
I feel I want to go back and fact check some of these people because we had people saying Eddie Kingston's a bum and everything. Where's all them people at right now that was saying Eddie's a bum?
Yeah, now Nick's saying
Kiss a bum. What? Sorry, I can't hear you. What?
2 matches in 90 minutes, unbroken. Yes, very Vince McMahon-esque this eve.
I'll give Gothic some credit. She came back, boo Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, Gothic, yeah, right?
There you go. You can have that. At least you came back.
Now, listen, I kind of, Boston said it earlier, our buddy Boston in the chat. If you told me when this tournament started it was going to be Eddie Moxley final, I'd be a little bit like, and I kind of feel a little,
Yeah, no, 100%. I thought this was going to end up Swerve Danielson. That was my early predictions of who was going to be the finals in this tournament here. Not this. Not at all this. But I love Eddie, so I can't be mad at it.
But this is what you should be doing with Eddie for a actual AEW.
Oh, here comes John.
You know what I mean, though?
As Eddie's literally crying as here comes Moxley.
I like it.
I get 100% of what you're saying of this is what you should do.
Yeah.
With Eddie, we've said this for the whole longest time. This is why I've hated this shit for the longest time. After even the player streaming piece, he was your ready-built, homemade baby face. He was your Daniel Bryan, and you fucking squandered it.
Yeah, you know what? And you know, I said it earlier tonight. I said Bryan loves putting other guys over, to his credit. And he knows it doesn't matter how many times he loses, it won't change how much he's loved. So here we go. We got a Moxley.
There's still a half hour left of this show. Like anyone's gonna give a shit.
Well, again, your world champion still due to come.
Yeah, way to fuck that over real quick.
Almost made me spit my drink, bro.
No, I'm being serious. Like, what do I care about after this?
I thought this would be the main event because it's so emotional.
We're getting the emotions right now here. I've already cried once today. I don't need to cry again.
Mox versus Finn. Finn to cook like a mother. Is this a GCW pay-per-view? Chair. Shout out, Chair.
There's no Zilla Fatu yet, so. Yeah, did you see that? He's going to GCW?
Yes. Yeah.
Fucking we'll be here the Friday before Rumble.
Yeah, shit. So, Jon Moxley cutting a promo on Eddie right now. Danielson just rolled on out. This makes me happy. But Jon Moxley's actually right in what he's saying.
Yeah, he's saying they deserve your maximum. I've been on a fucking emotional roller coaster personally with this whole situation because this man looked like initially he was about to be written out of this fucking tournament and he's the one defending all his belts.
Right.
And now he's managed to fucking pull this shit around and be in the finals.
To me, that I'll give Tony Khan total marks. In the blue division with Eddie kind of losing a couple and bouncing back, it's good story. Like that's a good story within the tournament. Good job. The other division didn't really, it was like Mox dominated, you know, Jay squeezed in, but what was the point of Jay getting in? You might as well just had Swerve versus Mox straight up.
Well, it's a little bit still like if you had a 10-question quiz and you got one answer right, like that you still failed, but you tried. You did good. Don't come out here to treat me like your young boy bitch.
Poor Yuta.
I'm your senpai. Who knew Eddie Kingston was a weeb?
I like this. I like this.
I love this.
But
I hate myself more than I hate anyone else. Quote of the year.
this bum is going to push you. Pause.
Pause. But still.
I'd rather have that in the Nikita Lyons segment, but whatever.
I still pop with this. If easy big, yeah. You get one of the you talk too much. Yeah. Botchamania, which we've been on Botchamania before.
Shout out Botch.
Yeah. Shout out Matthew.
Eddie's winning. I agree. I think Eddie's winning.
Yep. Please, just give it to me. Just do it. Do it.
But this is what they should be doing on a regular with Eddie. Every Wednesday is having him in matches and moments and angles that matter. Because Eddie does, again, he's one of the guys in your company. And I know people slag on him for his appearance and shit, but at least he is genuine.
He is the only, and I say that in respect to Swerve, because Swerve would be probably the only other guy to say that. He is the only guy that I feel in AEW on their entire roster that is relatable, that is authentic, that is genuine, that you feel that's who the fuck I am cheering for this whole time. Not, I don't know whether he's going to turn babyface or heel. Like you even said that talking about with Mox and everything. 1 second he's babyface, the next second he's heel. Anything like that. Eddie Kingston is who you build your company behind because you fucking feel that he strikes a chord with you 100%. You feel everything that man is saying, everything he's doing. Because guess what? He looks like some chubby motherfucker like you or I that's sitting there at the end of the bar that, guess what, son? You fuck with the wrong day and I will end your shit.
Why are you crying over this? I guess that's for you.
You have that. I'll fully be the Vince McMahon meme to where he's like, ask me about Eddie Kingston in AEW. I'll be like, where Vince just starts getting teary-eyed and everything.
Right. Let's go. John Moxley on Saturday night. Gothic Rose will be here live. Join us, Gothic, and we'll talk all about it. We'll see if Nick gets his wish. Right now, Eddie's my pick. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be an Eddie Moxley final. So, again, at least there's history here. At least there's backstory. And now we're going to go up next to Christian Cage backstage.
Yeah. Respectfully. I'm like, does anything else matter? Like, that's the fucked up part is, like you even mentioned, we've still got Mox and Samoa Joe.
Right.
No one cares. No one cares.
The white bald dude with the blue shirt is funny.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Man is just, he's like the green t-shirt guy at every WWE show, I feel. Man is just living out his best life. He is living vicariously through everything.
Richard saying Eddie Kingston is Moxley's shadow. So we get a storyline that comes to an end as we pass the century mark, my guy. But yeah, no, I completely agree, Richard. I mean, this again, there is story, there is kind of a history here, there is a friendship that existed, if not still exists. So I got to give flowers where flowers are due. Eddie winning and again, two good matches tonight. We haven't got a lot of wrestling, but we got good wrestling.
The Continental Classic has surprisingly, for as many people that can't figure out tournament rules, can't figure out round robins for whatever fucking reason, because math is too hard, I guess.
Oh, you Americans.
Hey, I'm American and I understood it. So don't you say that. But yeah, no, 100%. It has surprisingly, I don't even want to say it's over delivered, but it has surprisingly been the last beacon, the last bright spot within AEW here.
Yeah, again, and the classic, again, it did lack some story overall, but it gave us good wrestling. Now we're gonna see how it plays out, and I think the best story they told, it kind of ended up being the tournament of one story, and that's all right. Your hero in all this is Eddie Kingston, and I think you got to do more with Eddie with this stuff. Because he's showing, like, if it was Eddie chasing down your champion and giving these heartfelt speeches, the fans in the building will go nuts. They'll get behind it. They'll support it. And I'm all for it.
Oh, absolutely. I was gonna say we're the channel that our shit is real, our shit is raw, our shit is all authentic. When you're talking about the wrestling, you better put that forward life with it. So of course we got to get behind the last authentic guy I feel in AEW Pro Wrestling.
All right, so here we are with Christian Cage's family.
Why does Nick Wayne's mom look like she's a fucking sea captain right now?
Can someone just tell me what they call? Oh, Copeland.
How
Copeland,
do you
yes!
still harbor somebody from the front? And shit, you saw him running up at you.
I don't care.
He didn't come at you from behind. You saw this giant blur that's just running at us really fast.
Edge taking out Secure. I don't care. It avoided that segment, my guy. It avoided that whole segment. Instead of sitting listening to Christian Cage talk about fucking Nick Wayne's mom and look, old school. We got the dressing room.
Speaking of it, we've even got the Von Erichs there breaking it up. We've got Bounty Keith, Brian Keith. By the way, are the Von Erichs officially signed to AEW?
We have not got the Von Erichs or All Elite yet. I know some people are very critical of how you brought the Von Erichs into the situation, and rightfully so. But look, this is good. This is better than what they were what I thought they were going to do. And this makes you excited for the match on Saturday. Serpentico got punched for no reason.
I was going to say, I think Dante just took a fucking clothesline to the back of the head there.
Look, Bash agrees with me. I'm calling it. Again, a little too obvious, but this is where it's heading.
That's fine, but I still... I think you're having the second encounter too close to the first encounter.
Perhaps. And again, I think it's an attempt to salvage. A lot of people did not like the minute Nick Wayne's mom came out, you and I and other people in the world rolled our fucking eyes of like, oh, come on. And they did exactly what we thought we were going to do. And now we're going into a no DQ match where Beth Phoenix will be the hero.
Yes, but you know who has control over booking shit like that? Tony Khan.
Yep.
So why the fuck are we doing it?
As Statlander, the lady who I was wishing would be taking on Tony Storm is here with Bibbins? Why is Bibbins on commentary?
Well, Bibbins is out here trying to recruit her of saying you can be doing so much better than being out there with the best friends, which 100% she could be doing.
So what? Go to Ring of Honor where nobody watches?
No, fuck off. Go to WWE. Go have Statlander versus Rhea Ripley, Chris Statlander, Jade Cargill. Book it. That's your fucking women's Raw. Bianca Belair. There's your Raw women's division.
And here comes Sky Blue, who thank God she's got an ass, because if not, she wouldn't be on TV.
Nah, I think I don't agree with that. I think she's one of the few talented women that AEW has on their women's division.
Talented. Oof.
I'm not. I would say that AEW has the worst women's division in pro wrestling, respectfully.
Facts. I'll take that.
But I will still say that there is talent within that.
Okay. I think it's green. It's very green, not blue. It's bluish green for sure.
I'll take turquoise or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, we'll see. Stat for Sky Blue and Edge Christian promo. Yeah.
What is this camera angle? Sorry, we were looking down on it like we were in the nosebleeds. I'm like, what is this fucking camera angle?
Stat ready to go. We will take your predictions on this match, folks. Who do you got, Stat or Sky?
S or S?
S or S.
Stop hating. Sky can wrestle for real.
She's not that bad. I think she is green. I know I pick on her a little bit lately, but I think it's because when you book her improperly and you put her in all these matches that don't really make sense, the angle never really made sense. She didn't turn, then she turned 2 weeks later. That's on Tony. Tony's got to convince me she's a superstar more than just having a round butt.
Cake City time.
Yeah.
Cake City, bitch. Sky Blue, she needed the money. Ooh. Sky Blue on my TV is always a welcome sight for reasons.
Yeah. It doesn't matter how. Oh, stat rolls through. Okay. Shotgun.
Out here
Sky
looking like Stone Cold Lady Austin here with the double knee braces.
Right. What's Cage's best promo this year? Ooh, I think the one he dropped on Darby might be my favorite.
I'm
He's had a
just
lot.
the mashup remix of "Cause Your Father's Dead." Dead, 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 dead. Just that mix up. That's sums up AEW in 2023.
Christian's going for stat, of course. Now we did see Blue make a turn recently. She lost last week. She are on Collision, and she's probably going to lose
Oh,
tonight. So not the greatest of bookings after her heel turn.
yeah.
Chris for the win is my prediction. She gets added to the match with Tony Storm and Rio at World's End. I can't imagine that happening.
That would be a very last minute addition and kind of out of the blue here.
Yeah, out of the blue.
Yeah, pun intended.
SOS, more like SOS. Someone save me from bad. Yes, you get a star.
SOS. I hear them shouting. SOS.
Just making me crazy.
Now all I can think of is Hunter with, wait, didn't you used to have a Jamaican accent?
Right. Yeah, I don't get the Bibbins angle here with stat of like, come wrestle at Ring of Honor.
I mean, on one hand, I get it because you used to have, the managers that would actually try and recruit, like, come here, let me sign you, let me be under your, when you had the Heenan family and shit like that and everything. But yeah, Bivens ain't doing nothing right now. Who are you managing that's, even on television, respectfully?
Well, isn't he like the GM or he's like the GM of Ring of Honor.
Him and isn't it Jerry Lynn?
Jerry Lynn and Tony, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going for Statlander. KJTK needs to convince you. Where's Taya? Need I say more? Steve G, exactly. I don't know if you were trying to agree with me or not, but I feel like you just supported me in a roundabout way. But yes, that's exactly what I'm saying is, if you're going to try and convince me that Sky Blue's a star and should be booked in these matches, where is Taya Valkyrie, who I'm already convinced of?
Right. I like Cash's comment. Man, Sky is so talented at spots.
Gosh,
I do think she is good in the ring, but she would be great in an NXT.
Yes.
Her, yes. Julia Hart, like if you took the AEW women's division and just put it in NXT, phenomenal. It is not your top of the card talent.
That's why I think that there's a need for Ring of Honor to be a developmental, to be more than just a nothing, to actually highlight young talent that make you want to tune in and see the future of AEW, the Sky Blues, even the top flights, the guys and the girls that aren't quite the Nick Waynes. Instead of Nick Wayne fucking around like Adam Copeland, Nick Wayne getting in Adam Copeland's face is a waste of time. There's a grown-ass man and a kid. But if Nick Wayne's on Ring of Honor against a fucking another young talent, it works.
You think Tony Khan could pull off a developmental?
No, clearly
that underdeveloped human being could pull off a developmental program.
Right. That's you take a couple people like a Jerry Lynn and leave them alone. I will not look at Ring of Honor. I will not you need a Shawn Michaels guy down in Ring of Honor.
But you're already going too far. Tony can't do that with anybody.
Mm-hmm. Tony knows best.
That's what it is. He's the fucking mom from Rapunzel of Tony knows best. Listen to your book. It's a scary world out there. Right. Tony knows best.
Yeah, she does get featured a lot recently. Britt Baker was featured, then got on Twitter, and she MIA now. Hey, listen, guys. I mean, Rio's had more TV time than Britt Baker in 2023. Who did we talk about? Abaddon has had more love. I mean, I like Abaddon.
Yeah. Well, also they had that. Speaking of, for everybody that wants to boo-hoo on a side note, and speaking of Britt Baker, of Matt Jackson's wife, who's no longer in charge of merchandise and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure she's the one that okayed the Britt Baker t-shirt with the giant fucking black eye that everybody was in a fucking hubbubaloo about.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And well, here's the one thing. There was a lot of videos going around, and one of our buddies, Kenny, out there, sent me a clip of like the merch stands last night in MSG for WWE, and it's stacked lineups around the corner. And I've heard a lot of criticism about going to AEW shows and them only having 4, 5, 6 options. Not good.
So yeah, no, 100%. I've heard horror stories of even content creators I follow, or friends of the channel and everything that have been at AEW shows and everything like that. And it's literally first come, first served of you got slim pickings, and what pickings you do got are very slim.
What goes around is all around, Ricky.
Right.
Statlander with the power. No, maybe not.
Maybe she just wanted to. Never mind.
hey, I thought it. You don't say it.
I didn't say it.
I like
Powerbomb. Stupid sexy Rhea pin for a 2 count.
This match is starting to get a little bit too long in the tooth and a little bit clunky.
I haven't even noticed the match till now.
Statlander versus Athena, take my money, Kyle. I agree, but do it on Dynamite. Do it on, build to a pay-per-view, an AEW pay-per-view, not a ringer. Let Billy Starks be the Ring of Honor Women's Champion and move Athena to the main roster where she can take on a Statlander, where she can take on a Britt, where she can take on talent that is going to push. Where's fucking Kiera Hogan?
I was speaking of wagons, but I was going to say, like what they should have done. Yeah. At the end of the day, there's so many potential great AEW storylines, but at the end of the day, it's just make it fucking matter. That's really the biggest problem with AEW is make me give a shit. Make me care.
100%. Anna Jay, better. Oh, here's Julia Hart. Why did she not just miss her? Missed her would have made more sense.
Why is Aubrey out there trying to just look sweet, softly into Sky Blue's eyes there with the cheeky Nando's kick from Sky Blue?
I'm guessing Keyshawn meant Anna Jay is better than Sky Blue in the ring. You might be right.
Respectfully, I feel like that's been an awkward long time.
Oh, okay, that was nice.
That's nice, but still, at the same time, that's an awkward position if you're Statlander to be sitting there, face down, ass up.
Right. Sky is amazing. I meant EO. Okay, Bash, I lost you. Sky Wagon Blue for the win. Wow. Ricky, welcome.
Nick Wayne would be a good fit at NXT too. There's a list of people that would be great fits there.
AEW has a good amount of very young talent. I just think they get lost in the shuffle and then they get intermittent pushing, right? They get pushed and then pulled back. So
it reminds me of when you had young talent in WCW when the old talent had to keep getting over and everything. And like I said, of WCW.
And Julia Hart, I guess Abaddon's going to show up now. As she is fighting. She's fighting Julia Hart at the pay-per-view.
Yeah, we're getting people yelling Sarah, and now we got Willow the Pillow.
Wait, why is Willow here?
God only knows.
Dude, I'm a little confused here. Ring of Honor is already that. If you watch it, we used to cover it here live, Robert, and I would argue that it's not quite that. I don't quite believe it's the same thing. And there's a lot of older time, like it became Ring of Honor Dark. Why did Willow come out when Abaddon is fighting Julia Hart at the pay-per-view?
Because there's only 3.
And the crowd goes dead. You can hear a pin drop in that building. Now Abaddon
speak of the spooky and they shall appear.
So why did Abaddon not come out for the save?
Because I've got to come out with my music and do my spooky spawn stance.
So weird.
Yeah.
Again, they did the exact same shit with Don Callis and Sammy earlier.
Right, and we're gonna cut to commercials, so there's no physical interaction because God forbid we actually try and sell the match at the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
We're gonna sell the match past the pay-per-view.
Abaddon pops out from under the fucking ring or something, gets involved, helps Statlander, gets a piece of Julia Hart, and gets you excited for the confrontation on Saturday. That is good booking.
You're now more anticipating a tag match between Statlander and Willow versus Sky Blue and Julia Hart than any match on the pay-per-view.
I agree. We got Saraya and Ruby. Tell me more. Tell me more.
Nor does she dress like a
door.
You finished the line.
Who is? Oh shit! Look who's back.
Who?
It's what's your face?
Good, exactly. That's I recognize her, but I still say who.
Major Guns. I mean, QTV lady.
QTV, get the fuck off my screen.
Wait, she's got a fucking knife. Run!
What the shit?
What's happening?
Britney Spears called. She wants her gimmick back.
That's amazing. What was that?
I died. Welcome to AEW. What the fuck was that?
What the fuck happened? That's Danny. Who is that? What is her name?
Nobody knows and nobody cares.
Why
is no one knows and nobody cares? God damn it! On Friday we'll hear from Chris Jericho.
Oh, good. I need that.
No, not good.
Taya, Dord, and Athena need to be pushed. Yeah, I agree.
Who's Dord?
Cash says 100% agree. Ring of Honor should be developmental, but I think Tony officially saying that will send the IWC into meltdown. Why?
Can we just acknowledge?
And he doesn't.
We'll have a moratorium. Well, let's put things to rest here. Let's give people their flowers and everything.
Yes,
the Ring of Honor that we all know and love, that we thought we were getting when Tony bought Ring of Honor. What we know as Ring of Honor is dead and gone.
Yes,
that ceases to be. That does not exist anymore.
Tony Khan did put the Ring of Honor we all knew and loved. And listen, I give Tony marks when he bought it. I was excited because I'm like, oh my God, this this brand that we love for guys like you and I,
right,
it was going to be a big deal. And it just never became that. It was mixed into the main show. We still have MJF. Well, is he not the longest running fucking tag champion in Ring of Honor history at this point? Like,
arguably.
Yeah. Yes, Harley. We were talking about Harley last night because she's married to Zion Quinn.
I don't know. Well, I know Zion Quinn, but I'm like, who the fuck?
That was the.
How am I supposed to know that?
Yeah.
I don't know that.
So I did not expect that. The Rack Attack is back, Jack. AEW is having a Royal Rumble at the pay-per-view. Are they having a Battle Royal?
Is it a reverse Battle Royal?
I don't know, but we're getting some graphics here. I'm going to have fun with the fucking graphics this week. We're going to space, my guy. Up next, the Devil's Masked Man take on MJF and Samoa Joe. But there is not.
We got 5 minutes on the clock, folks.
5.
Fuck you and your match. We ain't having no match.
Yeah, Tony, you might have been right.
Thanks for coming.
So, would you argue that because this is probably not going to be a match, that this should have been earlier in the show, maybe the 9 o'clock hour, and then you do that heartfelt big moment with Eddie to end the show?
Duh.
Okay.
Respectfully, duh.
Well, duh, KJ.
This should have ended the fucking. This should not be ending the show. I said it when we were watching the match. We had a half hour left. I'm like, and no one gives a shit about anything else that happens.
Right, KJ.
The end of the show, game over. That's where you end it right there.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. And it's like, KJ, is this your first stream? Like, duh.
No, it's
yeah, you're right. Like okay. Yeah.
Seriously, like you were even sick of the devil storyline. Like, I don't care anymore. And this is at this point even solidified. We're not getting a match here. And if you are, boy, how have you managed to bury your world champion somehow, some way?
I hope not. Danny Ellie. Yeah. Danny L.
Yeah, yeah, you take that L. I don't know.
Overrun. Yeah. So the Jim Cornettes of the world are going to be pissed because their DVR is not going to pick up any of this. Because by the time we're in a commercial, which I know we give WWE a lot of shit for their commercial placement, a commercial with 3 minutes left on the clock seems not the best.
And you're trying to sell me that there's going to be a match after this.
No. Yeah, there's not going to be a match.
Right. That's why, though, that's the thing, is that's why at times, even like you mentioned of this went on earlier, people get upset at times when you get a 60-minute time limit world championship match that goes on at the top of the hour. Well, in case the fact the fucking thing goes 60 minutes, you got 60 minutes. That works way better than this. Like we said right there, there's no match happening now with this. This is this is an angle, and thank you. We wrap it up and we go home. There's no match. We're running back the same angle twice in a storyline. When did the fuck has that happened in recent memory? We've done the same angle twice.
For sure. I think Sky Blue changed her name to Sky Black. I think when she turned heel, yeah, you call it, let's do it, right? Sky Black.
Sky Violet.
She's technically part of the House of Black, which nobody talks about.
Sky Purple.
I disagree
because I
think you have to end the show with Joe and MJF, right? Facing off somehow because it's the world title match. I get your point. I do, Boston. I do.
Then don't sell me on a fucking match. Sell me on a confrontation between the two.
I'll take that. I'll accept that. Yeah, 100%. Then come at it at a different angle.
Right. Don't you booked yourself into this bullshit. You said it last night with your whole rant and everything. I've said it with it's AEW. It's a death by 1,000 cuts of AEW is its own worst enemy.
Sometimes
it's fucking Jim Carrey there in Liar Liar. What are you doing? I'm kicking my own ass.
Yeah. And again, I like that idea. If you come at it with a different idea between it, right? Like if you have a confrontation or something instead, then we're all here. We're all on board.
You sit there and you get to where you've got MJF and you've got Joe.
MJF's going to come out first. There's no music right now. The whole building is quiet. Everyone's dead.
Say you have those two go at it. Oh, we're getting masked men. We're getting the Goon Squad, the Foot Soldiers.
No music. Here. No music. The Goon Squad's actually coming out, my guy.
And no devil. They literally look like the goddamn Foot Clan.
Yeah, I said that last week.
Fucking Buddy Patrol coming out right now.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Right. Pizza Power.
Oh, I can't wait for the body analysis from the IWC on these guys.
But still, you could do this to where you get MJF and you get Samoa Joe, two of your top guys at promos, and they're fucking nose to nose, and they're fucking scathing at each other, and then cuts out, and then you get a promo from the devil, and that's what you get, that looming overarch, and that's where you go off the air. That works 10 times better than this bullshit.
Right. And here comes MJF. Remember last time? Well, at
the start of the 10 o'clock hour, good old Monday Night Raw, start of the 10 o'clock hour, MJF kicking off.
Wait, is that true, Dale? Is eight-man tag match, Chris Jericho, Sammy G,
no way.
Darby, Ricky, Starks, so is that for reals?
No,
Dale,
I'm looking on.
Dale's one of my OG fact checkers, so I trust Dale.
Oh no, they did. I on the Wikipedia page, they did. I literally refreshed, and they changed it from a tag match to an 8-man tag match.
If I was Ricky Starks and Big Bill, I'd be extremely fucking pissed off that we get a chance to defend our titles at a fucking pay-per-view, and this shit swallows it.
Like after I've already had to deal with, I was set up to be with Punk, and now Punk's gone. And look at what he's doing right now in MSG. I've got Dwayne out here cosplaying as me for Christmas and everything.
No
100%. Starks is as good as gone out of this company, I feel.
Oh. No, there's Joe in the back. Fuck.
My knee. High knee.
Doing his best Peter Griffin. Now, does this not put Joe in jeopardy for Saturday?
This weakens him, and this is going to play into this match. Because notice, hey, MJF got hit in the back of the head with a beer bottle and didn't sell shit for the next week.
MJF is going to lose the tag belts to the Masked Men right now.
For fun, he's still fired up. We're going to do this.
They believe in him. Oh,
Jesus
that
Christ.
is so fucking contrived.
This
Oh,
is reaching respectfully the point of cringe. Like, you have this guy out here in a shoulder brace, having to defend a tag title on your promotion that you don't give a fuck about. In your main event that you obviously don't give a fuck about.
yeah.
Before your pay-per-view that you don't give a fuck about. Like,
But that's the funny.
what is happening?
You know he cares. That's the fucked up part. It's not like
He needs to be in WWE. There's everybody praised Sting for being the last ride or die guy with WCW and everything like that. And at times you still look back at it and you almost look at it of like, you stupid fool, why didn't you jump off the fucking ship? This is what MJF's becoming. Of you fool, why didn't you jump when you had the chance?
We'll see. Yeah, we'll definitely see where the Aces and Eights 4.0. Yes, man.
Yes.
140 likes right now. Hey, we hit 100 people. We got 96 with us right now. Over 140 likes. We just hit 3.2K subscribers. We are ready to murder 2024, folks.
Let's see if we can get that 33 right now.
Let's go. Let's go. 98 in the chat. Let's go. As MJF, the fight goes on, guys. MJF is defending the title solo.
And not Sikoa. But yeah, so how fitting though.
Oh, they got
another Mascoon, giant ass Hornswoggle shows up. But how just
MJF is going
tell
to
me where I'm supposed to be excited between the fucking main event of your pay-per-view coming up right now.
Better not be. How is this building up your main event? And not only that, you're about to watch your champion lose, get pinned by a
he hits the heat seeker and double fucks up the fucking ropes.
And then the guy trying to hold the ropes, the foot on the rope fucks it up. Ring of Honor Tag Champions. The Masked Men are your new Ring of Honor Tag Champions.
The Putty Patrol wins.
As your champion lays getting thumped.
Getting just fucking mugged by now. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little.
Wow. Wow.
Who? What the fuck? Joe's coming out right now. Oh, hobbly wobbly. I was waiting, honestly, respectfully, we're going to get the mass reveal. It's going to be like Matt Taven and everything.
And they just roll away. So MJF, after all these months, just lost the belt. Joe is the devil. Joe's going to hit him with the chair. Joe's going to hit him with the chair.
Oh, he's going to hit. No.
Oh.
The devil cutting a promo.
What is happening?
Oh, what the shit?
Yeah, Joe's got the chair. Dude, no way.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it is. Look, he tilted his head. Yeah. Joe's the devil. Joe's the devil. Joe's the devil. KJ called it.
But is he the devil?
Yes, he has to be. Why else would this happen?
Because AEW creative.
I did this to you. Joe hit him with the chair. Why wouldn't you do this at the pay-per-view? What the fuck? Come on.
What the fuck?
Ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at your new world champion, ladies and gentlemen. His leg ain't hurt anymore. He faked it. But you don't even have time to...
All of this was bad.
What the hell just happened? Boo, boo.
All of that was bad.
But we went
fucked up everything. Everything.
All the things are not well right now. Who's with Joe? So Joe is leading a faction, or Joe was just what? Like what?
We don't. That's the thing. We don't even know. Like I I feel like the way that they interpreted it is 100% like you said of Joe's the devil, which if that's the reveal,
So Joe made a deal
then
with
that's
the devil.
ass that
No.
you did this now instead of that's the way he won the belt.
But Joe tilted his head like he was the devil. But is it just that Joe did business with the devil? Joe is working like what the
See,
fuck?
I was the one who initially said it. Once you're like, Joe's the devil, I was like, maybe not. And you're
Maybe
like,
not.
yes, he is. And now you're the one like, maybe he's not.
I'm so confused.
Nobody knows.
Well, I mean, technically, the pleasure doing business with you is that the devil cut a deal with Joe to fuck Max.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
I don't know.
people saying Joe was doing business with the devil, so
Yeah,
the
there
devil
you go.
with the title. That's even shit. That's even worse.
Well, all this time of Joe being his bodyguard so that they get to World's
You
End.
didn't need it. You didn't need it.
No.
This is convoluted, unconvoluted. Like, I'm gonna have a fucking aneurysm right now trying to fucking decipher this bullshit that all was bad. All was bad.
Yeah.
No one said that this was gonna be the good fucking outcome of this.
Yeah, and I will stand corrected. Now that I've calmed down and the heat of the moment has worn off a little, folks, I think that this is accurate. I believe that Joe cut a deal with the devil. He made a deal with the devil. But he's not the devil, which still means it's Adam Cole.
Which still means it's bad. It's even worse now if it's Max. It's even worse now.
MJF just carried those belts forever and then lost it the night before, like the show before. Yeah, Joe. And listen, Joe won't be a part of the faction or specifically working with Joe. It's just, it is what it is, a moment of convenience. Yeah, so we either but the Joe tilts his head like the devil, right? Like he kind of gives us he's standing there. I knew he was going to hit with the chair shot because every time you do that, it happens.
That was
wrestling 101. But man, I get the idea that Joe cut a deal with the devil. And
devil reaction or not, 100%. You fully foresaw the chair shot and everything like that. But I think this is bad, and it's only going to get worse because guess what? Now, if it's not Joe, respectfully, if it's not Joe, who the fuck is the devil then?
It's Adam Cole. It's still Adam Cole. It's definitely not MJF.
It could be. We don't know. It can still get worse.
Joe, can you please kick my ass?
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
I want it. I still think it's Cole.
Well, we've said aces and eights, and how many times did Bully get his ass beat by the group he ran?
Touche.
Tabernacle, sir.
Joe was doing business with the devil, so the devil doesn't care for the title. But anybody, just so you know, the new Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions are the Masked Men.
Are the Putty Patrol.
The Foot Soldiers. The Foot
right. Anonymous.
I would have been much. We could have
used 100%.
Yeah. Paul with the super chat. Thank you. It's Cole 100. Made MJF do business with Joe. Right? It was MJF that was like, it was Cole that said, you have to work with him. You have to work with him. You have to work with him. He did it, and then Joe fucks him. So, I mean, again, it's all over the fucking place, but there is a level of what the fuck is going on here.
This is all bad. It's all bad. I still say this as Kareem's out here laughing. I saw your other comment.
Oh my god,
Boston, and you're all wrong. CX said this is awful if you really think about it.
It's just messy.
Nick needs a pizza and a volume. What the fuck?
I'll take both.
That's not terrible, Big Nick. Calm down, drink some water. 6 out of 10 show. Okay, man. Show ending. This is just bad. Like you're trying to salvage a fucking car crash right now. There is no saving you right now. What good comes out of this?
Will the devil be Jack Perry? Fuck, I hope not.
He's already the devil.
He might be in. You could put Jack Perry in the crew, but you can't make him the devil.
Jack Perry is he who remains for those fucking Loki and Marvel nerds. 100% of he's the one that's set the sacred timeline in place now. Of CM Punk goes back to WWE, everything. There's never been a human being more influential on pro wrestling than Jack Perry, unintentionally.
Oops. Does MJF losing today make Jay White's loss worse? No, not necessarily. I mean, that's a bit of a stretch for me. What do you think? I mean, again,
they don't correlate.
What?
I don't get the correlation.
Yeah, and I get it. I mean, I think it makes the Righteous look bad because they couldn't beat MJF.
Maybe they're the Ring of Honor champions right now. We don't know because they're the Putty Patrol.
We have mystery champions.
Right, as Jap saying, if Cole's the devil, it'll make sense.
The only issue I have, again, I've been calling this from day one. A lot of people have speculated a lot of things, and I have been very steadfast. It's got to be Adam Cole because that is the heartbreak. I just feel like if anyone out there has like a child or a nephew or a niece under the age of 5, and that child has ever tried to tell you a story, that's what I feel like the storytelling has been here.
Did you ever have a dream that you thought you had when you think you had it? No.
It starts in the middle. There's no real plot. It's all over the place. But
this is supposed to be number 2, right? This is top promotion. This is WWE's competition. No.
I get it. I mean, I think that at this point, I mean, listen, I thought tonight's show was relatively good. I see the ratings, and if you guys are new here, I saw around 100 people kicking around. We take a rating out of 10 on every single show. Again, at least they got us talking.
In all the wrong terms. In all the wrong ways. You missed a super chat. What super chat did we miss?
I don't think I did.
Does MJ? We got that one.
Oh, it's cool.
I think we got everyone.
Got that one.
Yeah. So I think, we need to send more super chats. But yeah.
There you go. Keep sending them. MJF to WWE confirmed if Joe wins on Saturday. And I say I'm picking Joe to win Saturday. And that will create at least a couple days of very interesting times in the IWC. I believe that MJF is signed, but man, if he isn't.
If he isn't, oh my. If he isn't, it to me is more mishandled than the San Diego Chargers in that game. Tony Khan should be fired at halftime of that pay-per-view. MJF is not signed long term.
Just treating MJF like Russell Wilson, like, you can sit on the bench.
Hey, every Seahawks fan's like, you can have that. That ain't what I'm mad at.
The ones that won the tag titles, I think this is a very good guess, Jamie. I'm right there with you. Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish could have just won the tag titles. It also could be Taven and Bennett, who hasn't won shit. So hey,
right. The devil is Jack Roberts. You mean Jake the Snake?
We'll take it.
That'd be interesting as hell.
Yeah. Jack Roberts. 7 from research. Thank you. Or I guess Thomas. That'd be nicer. Let the story play out. I'm with you. I'm all for it, man. This story's been wonky.
Played out. It's played out so much. It's played out itself. I'm tired of watching this shit on repeat.
I don't know. I kind of just like, all right, what are we going to? I just kind of want to see now. Like, all right, what's the unveil?
How fucked up can fucked up get?
Dolph Ziggler's the devil. I really hope not.
This could all be a stall tactic.
Well, we thought about that either because of Cole being injured, or because you were waiting for the windows, the 90-day windows to close.
Mm-hmm.
It really could have been, because I thought Full Gear was kind of the place to pay this off in a great spot. But yeah, 4 out of 10 from Damien. 7 out of 10 from Kyle. Robert going 8. I think that's a touch aggressive. How much worse can the Devil story get? Well, it's coming.
We'll find out.
But I know my initial reaction was, "Oh my God, Joe's the Devil." But listen, I've come to terms with it.
This man's just backpedal.
Well, it's just like, oh wait a minute, okay, fine. When he did the head tilt and shit, I'm like, he's the Devil. No, wait, he can't be.
I thought he was about to sit there and say, like, it was me, Max. It was me all along. Like Randolph standing there with the Devil is Tony. It was me, Max. It was me all along.
It's retribution.
Then you'd say it all awkwardly and not blinking and sniffling.
Right. 7 out of 10. We are the Devil. We are all the Devil in spirit.
It's retribution in AEW.
Right. You popped Rick. What's up, Rick?
Never pickle your Rick. Why?
Pause. Stuff just messy. Yeah, I mean, again, like I said, it's just a little sporadic. It's a little all over the place. But man,
it's a little shit. Just call it.
The retribution in AEW. I like that. KJ face expression tonight. Yeah, I could only imagine when I clip some of this later.
It's just all the thumbnails of just. It's Joe. It's Joe. I need a soundboard at this point of like.
Roddy Strong is the Devil. He shouldn't be. He can be one of the henchmen. He can be one of the helpers, but I don't think he can be the leader.
He's still got a neck brace.
It's true. 6 out of 10. Lame show. The show wasn't all lame. It really wasn't. I can't go that path with everybody.
But not that. But there was a good chunk that wasn't great. It was to an extent bookended. Excuse me. You had 2 good matches and kind of a good angle. More of because we laughed at it. So you had 2 good matches out of a whole show and your go home show.
Yeah, the women's match wasn't great. And didn't make sense as far as how you played the angle there. Again, you kind of repeat the same mistakes, right? So Jericho, this 8-man tag thing we haven't talked much about, and we probably won't go too deep into it. Mm-hmm. But again, you were building Jericho versus Ricky Starks and Big Bill with a mystery partner. Instead of just waiting to World's End and having Guevara show up and help Jericho, now we have an 8-man tag. Why is we got Darby and Sting involved, and we got what are you doing? Again, like I said yesterday, stepping on your own dicks. You had a really simple plan of these 2 versus these 2. Now it's going to be these 4 against these 4, and none of them.
They reverse book a show. Oh, you could have had even to where you started off the show to where you have Joe. He gets taken out by the Devil, the henchman, what have you. Will Joe be able to compete? We don't know. All of that. We set that up even to the main event, what have you. And then you get there with that, because I even see, who was it? There was somebody asking about why didn't they end it with the emotional ending moment, which we talked about. Yeah. There was so many different ways that they could have gone about.
Well, I now know why they didn't do that.
Yeah, but even with that final segment, you could have prepared around that a lot
in the middle of the show. That had to be the end spot. With MJF losing.
But you could have started the show with that too, instead of the fucking triple threat.
That I agree with what Boston said. I mean, how they played that out, that had to end the show. That's your go home moment. That's going to keep everybody talking and clicking out of everything.
And chuckling and giggling and teehee.
Yeah, maybe chuckling, giggling, laughing, but at the same time, I think that the way that just happened, sloppy as fuck, very convoluted. But Joe turning on MJF the way he did, at least it's something. And that's you couldn't have let that be the opener. You can't let that be the closer.
No, you still could have had that be the end. But I'm saying, like I said, if you had Joe gets attacked, and that's what opens the show, then you have your triple threat or whatever. You sit there and you let that marinate, and then you get to even say the end of the show.
Fair enough.
And then you get Joe comes out. And God damn it, I won't let this. And that's your fucking turn, because you built the whole show to it.
Yeah, you
built one story and one angle in all of 5 minutes.
Yeah, they just shoved it in.
He got hurt and came out and saved him in the same 5 minutes.
Well, it was a fake hurt, right?
Yes, I know. Thank you.
So that's, I mean, all of it past the 10 o'clock hour.
Yeah, DVRs. No one's watching this right now. Everybody missed that.
God. Yeah, dude.
But well, that's even a great point right there. Think about it. You said this was what you end your show with. This is your great main event. You ended this in your extra time. This is nothing. This was nothing but extra time.
Well, again, it's your go off moment, right? So leading into the pay-per-view, your main event is Joe versus MJF, and the last thing we saw was Joe holding up the belt, standing on MJF's chest.
But you have that be your bleed over, not the whole segment be your bleed over.
What do you mean?
As in, if you end it to where Joe's holding up the belt over MJF's chest and everything, and that's your extra 2 minutes or so.
Well, I'm not mad about the
10 o'clock hour versus literally just MJF wasn't in the ring until we were already in bleed over.
Yeah, I'm not worried about. Yeah, I think they ran too late to really get it going.
You're a professional fucking company. Figure it out.
Yeah, I don't care about the bleed over though. I'm like, NXT goes over 7-8 minutes every week.
But you build to it. You don't start a match in the bleed over.
I mean, again, you knew it wasn't going to be a match. We all knew we weren't going to get a legitimate match. Now, we did get a match in New Champions. But, yeah, I mean, to your point, maybe 5-2. I give them shit for having a commercial break with 3 minutes to go. But, yeah, I mean, the fact that it took a little bit longer to confuse everybody, I guess. I don't know. But the actual visual of Joe standing over MJF was the way to do it.
AWS comments limited on their post right now.
Yeah, no shit.
That's when you hit that Randy Orton face after he threw one of the Singh brothers.
Oh, fuck. Where was it? The Continental Classic is carrying AEW right now. Are we at all concerned? This tournament ends on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Then what? Now you got a whole bunch of show to fill without this tournament. Are you not worried about the quality of the show?
There's no stories. There's no stories even in the tournament. There's no stories.
No, the one story.
Give me more than 3 stories in AEW right now.
Why couldn't they end the show with the feel-good moment of Eddie winning? I get that idea, but when you save everything last minute, like, and we get all these matches shoved out last second, that's where the dilemma comes in for Tony, is because you can't finish with Eddie on a night that maybe you should have finished with Eddie, because you got to get it all in. You got to shove it all in.
Pause.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Gunther's married. Sorry.
Well, people were talking because Gunther's a father, so absolutely.
Oh, it was a
congrats to Gunther being Papa.
They had a 6-man tag match before Dynamite started. That's what heard. Okay. KJ and Nick, this will make sense if masked men are the Hardys. Tease a heel, new character. I don't know. LOL, because they have been angry. Oh, fuck. Please no.
If I get Willow as the result of the Devil storyline, you will never see me here again on an AEW show.
Can't do it, man. If Broken Hardy is the Devil.
Never.
Oh, fuck. Oh.
I will hang up the scarf if we get Willow as the Devil.
The Devil storyline is very WWE-esque. I keep saying it. With each passing week, Tony is becoming more Vince McMahon-like than ever before.
Now, see, close but wrong Vince. More Russo-esque.
No. Vince and his shitty, repetitive booking, his simplistic booking, his fucking just like, oh, who cares? Just put it out there. They'll get it. And no, that's Vince McMahon. It's not chaotic enough for...
Not chaotic enough.
Nothing was on a pole, my guy. Nothing was on a pole.
Give it time. Well, I'm amazed we haven't had Sue or Nick Wayne's mom.
Hold tight. Nick Wayne's mom on a pole next week.
Yeah, well, depends. If you live around where the Waynes live, you might be able to see Nick Wayne's mom on a pole at your local gentleman's club, but that's neither here nor there.
Mm-hmm. right? If Joe loses at World's End, then MJF is Cena 2.0. I'm not sure how.
Don't worry, well, he'll become 3.0 when he signs with WWE after that shit.
I don't. Fuck. Yeah, look, true. But Retribution happened under Vince, and it was bad. There you go. That's kind of what my mindset was.
Because it happened under Vince, it was bad. Well, how many fucking bad things happened under Russo?
It happened under Vince, and it was bad. So this to me feels like Retribution. Feels that kind of like this doesn't make any sense.
Cool. Well, Aces and Eights happened under Russo, and it was bad.
We both got good arguments.
Right. Point me, counterpoint.
I did put Samoa Joe as one of my guesses. Yeah, no, I from day one, it's been Adam Cole. It's got to be Adam Cole, guys. And if it's not, it's fucked. Samoa Joe was Mustafa Ali today. Maybe. Not quite, though. I don't think.
No.
AEW is reminding me of Nick.
WCW.
Attaboy.
Look at the adjective.
The double storyline has a better payoff, but the lead up has felt long and forced. I do wonder if the injuries and stuff played a factor in how they told this story, but it definitely got drawn out and definitely got kind of weird in moments. And it became a little convoluted by the time we got here. I thought this particular moment was fun, but
no, you missed the last part of that word. It was fun. But no, 100%. Everything with since MJF came out as the devil character, won the title, and everything like that has just been all sorts of fucked up.
Your prediction.
Let's keep it a buck. This was supposed to be MJF versus CM Punk. This is where we were supposed to be going. No, I'm saying this is where we were supposed to be going with out of this, I feel. And now everything has gone sideways.
Everything has changed.
And even to your point with Adam Cole, we were 100% getting there. And now it's still really up in the air about whether the injury is real, whether of that, like this, that, and the third. How much has that hindered MJF even more? Every time they start to get a storyline with him going, somebody gets hurt. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree. It's very interesting what they're going to do here. MJF's kind of been the center of the world here. And I know for the longest time you felt like he was going to end up being the devil. Now, if he's the devil, it's all fucked up. Like, could you imagine he flips back on Saturday and it turns out that he was the devil?
I'm just saying it could happen.
I'm
just saying. If it happens, don't look at me. But I'm just saying.
I agree with Boston here. I give Tony the one kudos for ending the program with something that builds some hype. It might have built confusion, chaos, nonsensical bullshit, but at least it's going to get everyone talking all the way up until Saturday. 100%.
Tony Khan's new name is General Disarray.
General Disarray. We must delete MJF, Brother Nero. Fucking hell. Don't do it.
Can we delete Brother Nero?
Do they have too many factions? I think they have too many factions that don't act like factions, that don't like the BCC. They don't really act like a faction. They don't hang out all the time. They hang out when it's convenient. They're all very sporadic. They're all very broken. The embassy, we don't care for parts of them. We see them sometimes. We don't see them other times. It's not like, look at the king of factions, Triple H. He's all for factions, but when you see Judgment Day, you see Judgment Day for the most part.
Well, I was going to say, was that a hint and a tease there with the broken?
Yeah.
But no, I think it's just they have too many wrestlers. Not they have too many factions. They have too many wrestlers.
They definitely have too many wrestlers. What percentage are the MJF re-signed? Listen, it's got to be a high percentage. It's got to be 80% for me.
I'll give it a 40.
It's 40% that he's actually re-signed with AEW. Woo!
That's Tony. I'll give it 40%.
No faith. No faith.
No faith. And a little bit of hopium, a little dab of hopium, but no faith in Mr. Khan. No.
Mm-hmm. Well, listen, you said it earlier. Ricky Starks on the way out. Andrade probably on the way out. If MJF is on the way out, my God, what other than a big bank, a big piggy bank, I don't know what keeps the company afloat.
But even then, who do you sign? Like, you're starting to get to where you run through your big signees and everything like that. Like,
Yeah.
in almost a bit like with WCW, if you can see you're taking on water, why do I want to sign here versus a company that may not be offering as much, but at least they're on dry land?
Right. I'm about to purchase the AEW World Title because it's beautiful. Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't mind a little funky, a little overcompensating.
Get the triple B. Get that one.
There you go.
If you're gonna at least do it, get that one.
Keyshawn nailed it. They aren't factions, they are friend groups. Bang. Bullseye.
There we go.
AEW Dynamite will be a 4-hour show next week. I fucking hope not. AEW creative team is now hiring. They should be, but there is no team.
There's barely even a disciplinary team. Well, and some people don't even know about, handbooks or anything. Yeah, it's all chaos backstage at AEW.
We don't know. AEW Dynamite will be 3 hours next year. They're not good enough to do 2 hours. So let's figure that out first. Sign Shanky. Shanky's the devil.
Shanky.
AEW like a bad Snapchat group right now. That's funny. Well, you know what? On that note, folks, we've ran a bit long here tonight, but it was well worth it. We appreciate everybody. We were up over that century mark, and I love seeing it. I will remind everybody, we will be back tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern time. We have the annual For Lifeies. The golden KJs will be given out on your fan votes of who gets what. Myself, Nick, and Anthony will be here. It's going to be a fun one. We're here Friday for the doubleheader. We're here Saturday for World's End, our last live stream of 2023. And if tonight was any indication, we are ending the year on a high note, my friend. It's always high.
Yeah. And vitamins are involved too.
That's it. But we thank you. Click all the buttons. Check out some merch. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for this one. This was a fun one. I'm going to give it 6.5.
I don't even know what to give this a fucking rating because I'm excited because Eddie won and I chuckled. I got a good belly laugh out of the Devil's storyline. Okay, I'll give it a 6. I can give it that extra half. I got to keep that half for me, so we'll give it a 6.
All right, but that's it, folks. That's our coverage tonight. We cover more live wrestling than everybody else. Anybody else? I saw your arm go up.
I was like, wait, stop. Our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is authentic. When are you talking about the wrestling? You better put that for life with it.
I'm not the devil. He's not the devil, but maybe we'll find out. See you on the flip side, folks. Have a good night. Come back tomorrow.